Yes, sir.
Hello, everybody. I am Jim with Four Wheel in Arkansas, and I am here from the boys from Z.A.C Outdoors.
Yes, sir.
And you hosted the Arkansas event of the Polar Bear Camp Club
We did.
last month up in Arkansas, and you guys led the trail ride here at the final event of the year here at Big Brutus.
We did the poker run, yeah.
At the poker run in West Mineral, Kansas. And so I really appreciate you guys sitting down with me.
Yeah.
And I kind of know you, but what does Z.A.C of Z.A.C Outdoors stand by? I know, but I'm going to let one of y'all say.
Yeah. You going to take this on?
I got this. So, Z.A.C Outdoors started about 12 years ago. We started backpacking camping.
Yeah, that's how it
actually,
started.
the best thing is, I guess I'll tell the story. That's what we got time for, right? I mean,
That's all the time you want.
So, I grew up in Alaska camping, and then I one day got put in this room, and I heard this kid and this other kid talking. I didn't know who they were. I really didn't. And I heard them talking about camping and how miserable it was. I said, "Hey,
well, we went camping out in January.
In the cold.
Completely unprepared, backpacking. I mean, we woke up, water bottles were frozen, all that stuff.
And I hear them talking about it. And so I leaned back and I said, "You boys camp?" And they're like, "Yeah." I said, "Can I come?" And that was it. And
so that was me and Aaron and then Zion. So that's where Z.A.C comes from. Zion, Aaron,
and
Clayton.
And
Okay.
So we all started backpacking all through high school. And after that, it just hit. The rest is history. We're here.
Yeah.
And we've never been stopped.
Well,
now,
yeah.
Johnny,
so like
Johnny's
every weekend we'd go backpacking or hiking, you know. And so we're like, let's create an Instagram page. What should we call it? And we're like Zion, Aaron, Clayton. We're like Z.A.C.
Nice.
So
we didn't have
where Z.A.C
AI
came
then
from.
either.
So no, I understand. You
that
come up with that on your own, right? Yeah.
Our photo, show them the back of the shirt or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, you
Let's show the camera.
Show that in the camera. That's all created on Clip AR. That's Clip Art.
Clip Art,
dude.
dude.
Today, so, you know,
Nice.
And it's just
It's stuck.
OG logo. But then, so we started hanging out and we were camping every weekend. We'd leave school. I turned 18 in high school, and I'd call us out of school. Well, before Clayton's mom called us out of school, and we would leave Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and come home Sunday and go back to school on Monday. And we did that for weeks.
Nice.
And where it brought Johnny into the picture was me and Clayton bought a Ford Ranger.
$300 off Craigslist before Marketplace was a thing. Craigslist.
We were running time trials up on Clayton's property, up through the woods and everything, and we're like, man, who can do this the fastest? Well, we were doing it in a Jeep, and it was his dad's work Jeep or farm Jeep, and his dad's
farm Jeep.
Well, they
We're
had
tearing
welded a
that
metal bumper on it, and his dad had the metal bumper on it for a day, and we ruined it. And his dad's like, "You boys can't be doing that no more." So me and Clayton's bright idea was we were trying to find a vehicle anyways, so happened to be so we could race them. Was buy a Ford Ranger, and
because that's the fastest truck on the block.
We're racing through the trees.
Yeah, I got you.
You should have seen the Jeep we were racing. It was a Jeep Liberty, and
we were 16, 17 at the time.
I got
it
you.
was fast for us.
$300 is a lot of money for a 16-year-old.
Yes, sir.
So, but we buy this Ford Ranger, not knowing nothing about cars, and we have videos and pictures of it, but we start running through the woods, and I didn't know Johnny at the time. Clayton knew him. I didn't grow up around there. And
we all went to school together through high school
yeah.
and through all of it.
So Clayton calls me one night, and he goes, "Hey, I said, well, I'm on my way down. I just got off of work." And he's like, I said, "What's going on? What's up? You guys down there at the house, right?" And I said, "Aaron there." And he's like, "No, it's me and Johnny, but I got to tell you something." And I go, "What?" He's like, "The wheel's off of it." And I go, "What do you mean?" "Well, me and Johnny." And I'm like, "Well, who's this pissing Johnny guy? You know what I mean? I don't know him from Adam." And I'm like, "I know we're at school with him, but all I know, Johnny shows up and stuff's broken." All right? And I wasn't there to break it. And so Johnny shows up, and he never left.
Yeah. Never left.
He never left, and he's actually the most important part. One of the biggest parts of Z.A.C. I mean, he keeps us in line, and he keeps everything going on the daily life.
Johnny and Sam keep us in line, I should say.
Really, it keeps me in line, but that's the biggest part. But
I would have never guessed.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, so Johnny's been in it since how long you been in it now?
Since 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said,
Johnny, you got to speak up a little bit because you don't have a mic, brother.
2016, 2017.
Very good.
Yeah.
But at that time, we were small. We were just Instagram and all that, you know.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until John's divorce.
Whoa! Don't have to put that on the YouTube.
well, it already
is.
We'll block that.
But John got divorced. I moved out of state, moved to Illinois,
That was
and then once I was out of the picture, they got it going. You know.
I will give huge credit to Polar Bear because and Johnny. So we've always talked about. I mean, and I say that as giving Johnny huge credit because we've always had big dreams. I've had big ambitions and notebooks, and for years I've always talked about it. We've always
what
had
Z.A.C
meetings,
could be.
and it's always been a thing. And as much as I got divorced. But it was one of the greatest blessings to what happened and started it.
Shouldn't say that on camera, Zion.
I did. I'm done, and I'm gonna keep it there, cement that in history. And
greatest things I ever had in my life, my divorce,
and and my baby boy. But
and my baby boy.
So I got divorced, and I started taking photos. I had a camera that I've had for years, and I went to the first Polar Bear, and we had no idea what Polar Bear Camp Club was.
Yeah.
And me and Johnny just showed up. What was that? Somebody invited Johnny, and Johnny, of course, invited me. So we show up and have no idea, and they wake up next morning and they said, we're going to Okie Overland. And we're like,
oh, yeah.
We'll go to Okie with you.
We didn't even know it was Polar Bear at first.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
And we get there, and they're like, you going to the camp out?
Chris.
Oh.
Yeah, and we're like, you're going to the camp out. And we're like, what's the camp out? And they're like, well, we're camping tonight. We're following this big convoy. We're going, where did we go? Do you remember?
Well, we started off in Tulsa, and then we went to some state park. I don't remember what it was.
Well, yeah, we went to some state park out of nowhere, and I had no idea. Of course, I'm trying to be a early patch getter, okay? Because I'm like leaving. I hear there's patches. I sign up last minute. And, of course, they said no. They told me no patches, no early. So I said, okay.
No.
We get there, and I take 2,000 photos.
Oh, wow. That's a bunch.
It was a bunch, and we put them on Facebook.
Yeah.
And we crashed the website.
Oh, wow.
And the website couldn't operate.
Nice.
Well, because at first, it was just us camping with, like, five or four friends.
Yeah. It's just,
we're like, oh, okay, this will be a good little time. Well, the next day, we get to camp, and then the next morning comes, and there's like 40-something rigs that show up, and we're like, what is going on?
So, obviously, me instincting automatically jump on the gun and just start shooting. Yeah. And I at that time, and we post them, and we had such a positive feedback. And mind you, Z.A.C's been in the works for 12 years, but it wasn't
just the past 2 or 3 years. It
was
kind of took off.
Putting the work in.
Cemented, like, hey, this is something people want to know about you. And I think it took that event going to really get us moving.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny goes, I'm starting an LLC.
Nice.
And we're like,
made a website
and everything else. And at first it was cookie cutter, I will say, but now it's I say we're getting there.
Yeah, we're hosting events, putting on events.
So Johnny, mind you, we all start out with nothing. So when we started, I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Oh yeah,
when we start backpacking, we're sharing before Johnny shows up. Me, Clayton, and Aaron are sharing one backpack.
Yeah, we started off backpacking. That was our thing, is backpacking.
You carry a bag.
Yeah, but we started out with cheapest Walmart gear you can find.
Sure.
School bags,
I had a nickname,
everything,
What was your nickname?
They called me Great Value because I bought everything from Walmart.
The Ziploc.
But we had like 2 backpacks, and we'd pass them off between each other.
One person didn't have a bag, but
we'd cowboy camp because we didn't have a tent, all that.
We have had some miserable nights.
But miserable nights make the most memorable nights.
Oh yeah.
I remember.
Nobody remembers the nights that everything goes perfect.
No.
Nobody remembers those.
And so that's how we started out, and slowly building up our gear.
Yeah.
and
we
all
had a
that.
night. I remember. I have a couple monumental nights in my head. The one monumental night is Levi
Cutting his finger off.
and then we had
His finger off.
Nonchalant.
That was kind of nonchalant. Exactly.
It happens.
I'm tracking with Johnny.
So
You're just like, all right, just cut his finger off. No big deal.
we cut his finger.
Well,
off.
whenever we got a new piece of gear, we all just looked at it and just loved it, you
was
know?
amazing to
It's like, oh, let me. So Aaron got a new machete. We're like, oh, let me see the machete. Open up,
Impractical.
swing around.
What could
We're
go
backpacking,
wrong?
honestly.
What could go wrong?
We're not
Sharp
in
as
the
all get out.
safari at all, okay? But we got a machete, okay? All right, we're there. But what? I don't even remember fully what happened.
Levi wanted to check out the machete, so he opens it up, but his hand was too. His finger was too.
no.
He cuts his finger. It doesn't cut it off, but cuts it deep.
So then we have
But stuff like that.
Aaron
you know?
is going to nursing class. So Aaron goes, I can fix it. So Aaron goes, I'll wrap it. We wrap it, and mind you,
Just
we
tight
have-
as he can, wraps it.
I'm freaking crying over it.
So we're all sleeping in the same tent, and it's the middle of the night. This is the funny part I remember. And Levi goes,
Where's that? I need some aspirin. So we give him some aspirin.
I wake up and I'm going.
Doesn't take it. Turns out in the morning it wasn't aspirin.
It was Pepto, or what was it? No, it
Oh,
was
no.
it would have made him
Laxatives.
Laxatives. It would have been straight laxatives. So
Oh,
good thing.
gosh.
I
Good thing he didn't take
I
it.
had tucked it in his hat, and I said, "Here for when you need it in the middle of the night." He woke up the next morning. He said, "Who put laxatives in my hat?" And we're like, "Oh, sorry, I misread that." But no, so that was a memorable night. But we all shared one tent. It was like 5
That's
of
how
us.
Dude, before we had a tent, we were sleeping around the campfire.
Somebody got a nice tent, and we're like,
Guess
"Hey,
we-
we
yeah,
can
I'm
all
sleeping with
stay in
you
I
there."
tonight.
guess we're all staying in the tent.
We didn't even need to, but we thought it was cool. And then the other monument.
But we just go find new trails, go hike them, camp out.
Yeah.
We used to backpack with ravioli.
Oh,
In our
yeah, full
backpack.
cans of
And
ravioli.
you put it in the fire pit,
fire,
and
yeah.
it warms up, and
Yeah.
you think this, and then you find out how much.
Of course, we'd
toxins-
haul the can out like a good hiker does.
Yes, and leave no trace, of course. Make sure that's on there, so we don't
Yeah.
get in trouble. So we start hiking, we gain some experience, and then Johnny shows up, and nobody tells him that he can't take the kitchen sink and everything with him.
Oh, he took the kitchen sink
He
along with.
the
I like to
house.
be prepared. I'll
He
just
took
say
the
that.
house.
You
There's
and my
just
wife
been-
would get along really well.
You see why he takes care of us? Because
Yes.
we can go without, but Johnny has no idea how to go without.
Yeah.
I think so normally
I need my phone. I need my phone charger. I need the charger
Well,
to charge my phone
what's
charger.
a bag normally cost? What's a bag normally weigh when we start out? When we first start out,
We were
Probably
a heavy.
45,
We were heavy when we
43.
started out. Yeah,
43 to
John was like 68.
Oh, wow.
and he carried that 45 miles on one of the hardest trails in Arkansas, and he didn't complain.
The BRT, Buffalo River Trail.
It's one of the hardest trails, and he didn't complain at all. I mean, he didn't.
Not to us.
At least, I mean, to his girlfriend probably, but we didn't hear it. He carried a pot, a laptop,
Full size kitchen pot.
a full-size
Did
kitchen
you really?
pot,
Oh, wow.
a
You did
laptop.
your
I didn't have any backpacking gear. I spent $300 on a big bag.
What else did you bring?
My phone, my laptop,
Everyone brings a phone.
that drone.
He
The
carried
laptop.
I mean, I know that some people might not understand perspective.
You put it in your bag. It doesn't feel heavy.
Will
But
you hike
12 miles-
40?
3 or 4 or 5 miles
12
down
miles
the road.
down the road.
Every
you're like-
ounce counts.
Dude, take me home.
Yeah, exactly.
Ultralight, we do not do this. Well, I mean, Johnny's getting there. He's learned, okay? We're
Yeah.
not there. Me and Clayton are probably in the 30s still. Johnny's finally made it to, like, ultralight camper.
The
He's
20s.
cutting bristles off toothbrushes and, like,
Yeah.
shaving with one bristle so he get between his teeth and, like, sharing deodorant with his girlfriend. And
Wife.
Oh, my bad. Girlfriend.
Wife now, yeah.
Yeah, wife at the time. Or girlfriend at the time, wife now. But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, so we've been through it. We've been over prepared. We've been under prepared.
And same with overlanding. We started from nothing.
Johnny
And
and
growing
me both started off with stock rigs. I had so this is my great idea.
So
This-
which is the forerunner that
That's
we
mine.
followed? That's yours?
Yep.
So,
Okay.
well, I bought mine, and I go to Johnny's house, and I go, I got a great idea. And they were looking at a house at the time, mind you. Okay, I said, You should buy a 4Runner.
Don't buy a house. Who needs that
I said-
anyways?
House,
I said,
yeah.
you should buy a 4Runner. It's the best car you could ever got. And I never thought anything more about it until years later. And Johnny told me one day that you guys bought the 4Runner over buying the house.
Oh wow.
And they bought
Best investments ever made.
100%. It's
Oh, yeah.
well worth it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And Johnny still
Priorities.
Yeah.
Priorities.
I get
Yeah.
it.
You
Yeah.
should tell your Frog Bayou story.
Which
Oh,
one?
I was on Frog Bayou just here a few weeks back with
Oh, yeah?
Caleb Baker.
Dude,
Yeah.
where are you?
Yeah, it was
We-
wild.
He did it stock. And how many hours?
In a snowstorm.
In a snowstorm.
Oh wow.
And
the whole
so-
thing?
Yeah, we
Past the
went from
falls
we
and all
went
that?
from the west side. To
Okay,
the east
you went
side.
backwards. You went up it.
Yeah. So that first, or
The Rock.
if you're,
Yeah.
the
We went
rock
up
coming
the
from
rock.
the
He
west
went up
Nice.
the rock.
Nice.
in a snowstorm, completely stock. I got stuck on the frame, and then I slashed 2 tires. We patched the sidewall, the hole, with just regular plugs. I mean, we were.
He was supposed to be gone 3 hours.
We spent 16 hours there that day,
Oh wow.
and it was a mess.
It was
but
It sounds like
it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And it hooked him. He couldn't stop going. And he
Couldn't
did
stop
this
going,
stock
did he?
rig. And he did this with mind you, Johnny took the kitchen sink in his backpack. What do you think was in his
Hey, there's a lot of room in a 4Runner.
A lot more than your backpack.
And it's not on his back, okay?
I
So,
gotcha.
I mean,
I
Johnny,
gotcha.
Johnny's never not prepared for everything.
That's awesome.
But, so after that, it just, I'd say we've turned into this. One thing led to another. We've been asked to come back year and year after this, and it's grown. I mean, I would say Polar Bear is kind of it's not a start, but it's definitely a huge part in our story.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
And
for sure.
I would say it was the motivation that we needed to believe in our own dream that we had been dreaming for years.
No, that's awesome.
And Polar Bears are, I would say, a huge credit to that.
Yeah. Well, I think a big part of it is when the first series of Polar Bear, we were telling everybody stories like this, and they're like, they couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, we want to do stuff like that. And it's like, well, I mean, we have Z.A.C Outdoors. Like, we'll take you. Like, we'll do it. We want to get more people outside.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest things for us is just to get more people outside.
That's
It
the
doesn't
whole.
matter what you got.
That's the whole
Yeah.
purpose right there. Get people outside. Get outside.
Well,
Touch
Absolutely.
grass.
yeah.
As the kids say nowadays.
Yeah.
We used to be, because if you lined me, Clayton, and Aaron up, we were
Kind of like I did tonight.
Well, yeah, but we were 3 different walks of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said
I
what?
mean, it was, one
3 different,
backgrounds, one group, one passion, one goal, and one success.
something like that.
And
It's been a while.
yeah, it's hard for me to remember.
It all in is one goal.
Yeah.
It's just get outside.
And
No, that's cool.
Enjoy it.
we care about, and we took how many people when we were in high school? And
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
it was such an
Because
excitement.
we're gung ho about it. We're going every weekend.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about it in school. I'm like, hey, I want to go. I'm like, come on,
Come on,
let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
And I think that's been the biggest objective of everything we've been doing from the start. It doesn't matter who you are. Like tonight, we did a giveaway. That's probably one of our favorite things right now is doing giveaways.
Oh yeah, it's fun as all
Like,
get out.
I think, I don't know what it is, the itch about giving people stuff.
But the thing about the Overland community, which is cool, is they help the newcomers.
Yeah.
Like we did a giveaway, and the winner gave his winnings
I
to
know.
someone who's
That
new,
guy's
to
right here.
Thomas.
He's actually my neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam, and
Sam,
Margie,
he gave his
yeah,
winnings
they're-
to someone
they're
who's
actually-
new
they live
because he
a
didn't
mile
have
down
this
the road
stuff.
from me.
Okay, so they're right. They're literally.
They
your
are
neighbor.
literally my
Your
neighbors. They
neighbor.
live a
Yeah.
mile down the
that
road
thing.
from me.
And so he
Yeah.
gave his winnings to the
I
guy who's
actually
new
got him
and got him
into-
started.
He actually, back in August, myself, my buddy Jason in the Nissan, and Sam actually bought his Rubicon, this white Rubicon right here, 2 weeks before we did a 9-day trip to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
And he literally bought that and threw all that stuff together to go to Michigan with us. Me
The
and a couple
Timo
other
guy.
Yeah, the Timu guy.
Timu guy.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
oh yeah.
he's
the
got me
Timu
hooked
guy.
in Timu. I'm gonna start using Timu
Yeah,
now.
yeah, buddy. Yeah.
All the deal he's getting
Yeah, that's his white Rubicon
I
right there.
wish-
This
the
is
red eye, old red eye.
old red eye. Yeah, and this is I actually knew Margie, his wife.
Yeah.
Me and her dad have been really good friends for
Mhm.
15 or 16 years. He's
Yeah.
the mayor of a little bitty town. I was a fire chief for years. and Sam and Margie just got married less than a year ago, actually. So I met him.
Oh, they're newlyweds.
Oh yeah, they're newlyweds.
Okay.
And so just met them, and then he moved up and moved in with her just right down the road from me, and then we got to kind of hang out. My wife and I, we got to hanging out. They come down and play cards and have,
Yeah.
kind of hang out with us a
Well,
little
if you
bit.
need any hookups on Temu, I know a guy.
I know a guy.
I know a guy.
Hey, I live next to a guy.
He talked about all the free gifts
But-
he gets on there.
But
so
no, that was really cool what he did, and my
No,
wife and I
that's-
were sitting
that's
down
why I
there
love
too, and it was like, and we know Thomas really well. Thomas actually
Thomas.
sponsors these coffee breaks
Yeah.
for me,
mhm.
and it's not a
Great
it's,
coffee.
It's not
Grant
a money
Brothers
deal
coffee.
or anything.
I love it.
Those
It's
coffee
like-
breaks are great, man. I mean, 100% so. I mean, hey, if you guys haven't had Thomas Grant's coffee yet,
Grant
with
Brothers
Grant
Coffee.
Brothers Coffee, that's
Yeah.
sorry, I had
No,
to,
that's
but
awesome.
get on there and check it out. I'm sure he would love to, but hit the local support, and this is for him.
No, Thomas is really cool. We actually
He's a neat
met
guy.
Thomas. Let me tell you how we met Thomas
Yeah.
Grant. We were at Missouri Polar Bear, the
Uh-huh.
first one in November, and he just walked up. We didn't know him from Adam. He walked up and he said, "Hey guys, here's a bag of coffee that I make. Just try it out." And he gave us a bag of coffee.
That's sweet.
And so I made a video of that, and it was kind of funny because I called him over one night, or late that next night. We tried his coffee and all that, and he come over and I said, "Hey man, come over here." And I was filming for my channel, and I had a bag of his coffee on my tailgate there where I was making coffee, and I said, "This is Grant Mother's coffee, and this is the guy who made it. Say hi." He had no idea. It was funny because he had a pistol in his. He was wearing no coveralls. His wife was like, "Oh, surely he'll edit that out." I don't edit shit. You look at the video now, you can't even tell it was a pistol, but he had his pistol in there, and I'm like, "Dude, I promise you weren't the only person with a pistol in that
Oh, no.
video right there. I promise."
Promise
That's
you.
awesome.
And so he came to all the rest of them, and so I sat down with him here. He did this coffee break like we're doing right
Mhm.
now. We did it at Arkansas
Yeah.
when we were at your
At
event,
our
Oh,
event.
and I
yeah.
stuck him over there, and I just told him, I said,
That
"Hey
was a
man,
rainy event, man.
it was.
Oh man, it got
It was.
got wet.
No, it was. But that's part of what we have in the Ozarks. But I
Yeah.
just set him down and I said, "Look, dude, let's put something together." And I did a little thumb on that video, and I had his, and I mean, it's at my house. I have my Keurig coffee maker, and I have a cup that sits in it all the time that says it's a Jeep thing or whatever. And I had his bag of coffee sitting there, and I took a photo, and that was my thumb
Mhm.
for all of my coffee break videos. And so he was like, "Man, I've noticed." He said, he said, my coffee's on every one of your coffee breaks. And I'm like, "Well, yeah, why don't you just sponsor this deal?" He's like, "All right, let's talk about this." And I'm like, "Look, dude, I don't want your money because I'm not trying to make money with this.
No.
It's not what I'm doing." And so I told him, I said, "Look, I want 4 bags of coffee a year. I want 1 bag of coffee for me, and then I want you to give every quarter, for 3 quarters, I want you to give a bag of coffee to somewhere between you and me with my logo and your logo."
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's exactly what this. And so it started. It was just going to be, he was going to sponsor these coffee breaks,
Mhm.
one take coffee breaks. But they're so cool. Him and
Yeah.
Oh, they're
they're-
neat
they're
people.
great.
Him and his wife.
darling.
Love their
And-
extra now.
honestly.
yeah. And
Yeah,
so I've just threw it on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just kind of it. And it's like I said, it's not a money thing. I don't care.
Yeah.
He makes great coffee, and they're great people.
It's
And
good
if
coffee.
I can help him, it was funny about that because he said he'd come to that polar bear, and he said, "I've been to several of these events, and I tried giving this never sold a bag of coffee." He come to that polar bear and gave out that coffee, and he went home. He went home on Sunday, and by Monday, literally bought every bag of coffee that he had made. He was out. He had to
Really?
order
Kidding.
more coffee.
Are
We
you
literally
serious?
bought him. Amy bought some. I bought some. Everybody in this
Really?
little group,
That's
everybody
awesome.
ordered coffee
Yeah.
on it.
That's
And he's
awesome.
like, "Man, I'm out. I got to order some more
Well,
coffee."
it's not
But-
just like, oh, we know this guy. We're gonna buy his coffee. It's good coffee.
no, yeah. If
It
it
is.
wasn't good, look, I'm not, and I'm not the buy once, cry once, and I get all that.
No,
I'm
it's-
not Temu Sam, but quite. But this is what I am. When I started this almost 4 years ago is when I bought my Jeep, their
Yeah.
stock,
Yeah.
bone stock. And so I learned pretty quick. I heard all the buy once, cry once, and all this. But what I figured out pretty quick is what everybody in this community, you hear about. And I'll give you a perfect example of what it was. I went to Rito in October, right after I bought it. I literally lifted it and put it on 35s, and that was it. I think I had a winch on it. But I went there, and I seen those moonshades. They're like $400.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, do I want to spend $400 on a moonshade? I don't even know if I like that. So I ordered a $35 moonshade off Amazon, and I took it out one time, and I thought, man, this is a pain trying to set it up.
Yeah.
The moonshades are really cool. I mean, it's a great product, but I spent $35 to figure out that that's something that when I'm out camping by myself, I'm not going to use
don't need
that because I'm not going to spend that much time and effort. It took two of me to set it up, and I'm like,
Right.
I won't. So I wasted $35. That went in the shed, and it's been there for the last 3 years, and I've never used it again. If I'd have spent $400 on a moonshade, then now I got to justify
You feel obligated
my
to use
wife
it.
in there why I spent $400 for something I'm not using. You know,
that's
and so
I think that's the
I buy the
negative
cheap
part.
stuff. I buy cheap stuff. If I use it and I like it, then I will go spend the money for the
Right.
good thing. But if I don't use it, I'm not out a ton of money
Exactly.
You know,
No.
and
because I don't have an unlimited budget. You know,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
be
I'm a
honest
working
with
guy.
you, in the Overland community, I'm gonna say I hate it, and I hate it in all communities that buy this and you've never used it or you've never been out, and it's all about
There is a lot of vanity
We
if you're
gotta
not
look
careful.
cool. We
Yeah,
got to
and
buy the
There's a lot of
cool
vanity if you
stuff.
don't if you're not
and I'm
careful.
gonna be honest with you, it's really about the best example. We've been picking on Timu Sam, so let's give Timu
Well-
Sam a little bit of
A little bit of love here.
here.
Okay.
He built his box in the back of his truck.
Oh, I built one just like it.
Well,
Well, I'm saying he
well,
built it out of
Like
cheap
man.
raw plywood
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
just to get his
and
shape,
I think we
his
all
gear.
we've all done that.
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah.
I did it. Johnny
Uh-huh.
did it. We've all did it. And I think the community is go buy the best stuff,
Yeah.
and you don't know what you need.
See, that's what it is.
Exactly.
It's if you're not careful, it can become about vanity very quick.
Oh, absolutely.
But the main thing is get out, camp,
Figure out what
find
you
out what
need.
you want,
exactly.
and then
Modify
get it.
it,
And I
and
find
you-
that fascinating.
I mean,
Well, I'll give you a perfect example. I've been wanting a Devos light for 3 years, and
our
I just
body has
I
30 of
won't
those.
break. I won't break. It's just like that's $180 to go buy a Devos light.
Yeah,
And my
it's
buddies
name
that
brand.
have them, they go dead after 2 hours.
Well, let me tell you this.
That light there on that table, I bought
Uh-huh.
that I bought that in October, right after Rito, and I give $35 with that on Amazon.
Because you
And I
said
was-
you used that at Arkansas. I haven't
I used
charged
that.
it yet.
I used that at the Arkansas camp out that you
That's
guys
fascinating.
hosted.
Yeah.
I used it all, and it's still on 63%. I've been using it here, and that's $35.
Okay, I'm gonna give
I
it.
find that
Devos
fascinating.
is a
That's
great
awesome.
product, Johnny. I bought.
Oh yeah,
I bought-
100%. I would love that.
I think Johnny. I bought me and Johnny a Devos light. How many times?
You didn't buy me one.
I know. But, right.
Oh, no.
Well, you got to get closer. But I'll buy you a light right now. Let's go,
No,
Johnny.
no.
How many?
Timu, $13
Yeah,
bucks.
Timu. I like my
How many
Amazon light.
times have we actually used this? Really, and I'm not realistic.
No,
Time.
at
We
first-
used
At
we
first,
used
we used
Sam's.
them a lot
Yeah,
because you know,
they're a great
we got a
product.
Devos
It's a
They
light,
really
great
oh,
are.
product.
this is
Yeah.
sweet.
But
It's new,
realistically, the charging
shiny.
and everything else you
Yep.
say
Takes forever.
It does.
It dies. There's no easy way. How many times have we used Sam's and Sam's had his? Sam's our newest member.
He
He's
bought them
right
off
here,
an
like,
auction site for dirt cheap.
cheap.
Yeah.
Like, how
And
many times would you say that Sam's lights that are cheaper than our lights, and it
It lasts forever.
lasts forever? And even if it doesn't, it's the fact that you don't. And again, Devos, if you're watching,
They're amazing.
great company.
Yeah, great product.
They're,
It's
with
a
their
great product.
Their customer
Yeah.
service, I bought our
Yeah.
light. I called them. They gave me a great discount. They were great on top. They tossed in extras. They were so nice to us, and they
Yeah.
didn't have to.
Mm-mm.
Great product. I love
Yeah,
Devos half to
100%.
death. I'm just saying, for the people that are starting out, where we're at, and
You don't have to spend that $200.
You don't have
No.
to. because
You can
there's
spend
quality.
It goes
$35.
back to the main thing. Get outside.
It does.
It don't
And
matter
everybody
what you
It doesn't matter
have.
what you have.
Don't matter what you
As
have.
long as you get out. That's
Get
the
out.
important part of this whole deal is, like you said, is getting out,
Outside.
figuring out what you need. Spend your money wisely on the things that you're going to use every single time you go out.
So
We know a guy we've been going out with, Amazon Tires,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he goes out
Who?
and Colin,
Oh yeah.
and he goes out and he wheels hard, and he's awesome, and
Yeah.
it's just awesome. I find
So,
that fascinating. It's
I'm
just
running
cool.
okay, so I'm gonna tell you. I drive a '93 Dodge Caravan. You've seen the Caravan.
Yeah.
I used to drive.
It's actually in one of my Arkansas videos.
Is it
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
So
It was parked. It wasn't doing anything,
So-
but it was sitting there, and that said a lot right there.
It
on
made
that
it out
So-
in that rain and
Oh, I'm
mud,
sure.
nasty
I'm
stuff.
sure.
It made it
I'm
out.
sure.
2-wheel drive.
I've said this to everybody, and this is I gotta plug this joke because it's one of my favorite things. So, I've had Hellcats, I've had big lifted trucks. All these guys have always known me to have brand new vehicles. This is my first used car,
The Caravan.
the Caravan.
Okay.
I've always had new cars. I've had Hellcats, I've had Challengers, I've had Camaros, I've only ever had lifted trucks, big. I mean, jacked up to the sky. I have never broke necks like I do in a 93 Dodge Caravan because my mom owned one of those. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. You know, and everybody, and then they turn their heads.
You got the
And
backpack on the back.
so
You got traction boards on it.
We
The bed in the back. Yeah, it's going to turn
February,
heads.
the Polar Bear Camp event was actually my year anniversary with the van, and I'm getting
That's
into the van
special.
story because it's created more of what we do as a stigma. So the van was actually going to come out this weekend, but this morning I started up, and when we were heading home from our last event, it had some issues, and it drives. I just didn't want to push the event out here and drive 100 miles out here, drive 100 miles on a trail, and something happened, and we have to deal with that. That was not my ideal, but I should have brought her, and her name's Tiffany, by the way.
That's my
Tiffany
daughter's
Blue.
name.
Tiffany and Co.
That's my daughter's
Tiffany
name.
Co.
Yeah, because she's Tiffany Blue, you know, so
Mhm.
Tiffany and Co. Sorry
I like
about
it.
Tiffany being, I mean,
That's
mine's
all
a little rough. She's like smoked a lot of cigarettes in her day, okay? I'm just saying. But,
I'm
I
not
hope
going to
you're
say
done.
anything about mine. I'm just going to,
No,
Nope,
that's
nope.
smart. I'll keep going. Don't
mainly
worry.
because her daughter is with me in there.
No,
Might
no,
be
I'll-
hearing it
I'll
through the
keep
wall.
going. But so
And
we-
my granddaughter will tell on me.
Oh,
I
man.
promise you.
So I bought the van, and it's Z.A.C's van, and I had a 4Runner before this. I had the 21, and I bought a 4Runner. I convinced Johnny to buy a 4Runner, and I bought it, and it was just going to be a commuter. And Johnny over here, of course, always in my ear, like he gets overexcited about everything, which I love. Is the greatest.
When Johnny gets into something,
Johnny's into it.
All in.
110%.
John,
Yeah.
He's full in. He's committed.
Yeah.
He's into it.
So Johnny was like, "Man, you should build a bed in the back." And I'm like, I don't see it, man. I'm just gonna drive it as daily. And Johnny just kept talking about it more and more. And then I go, okay, I'll probably build a bed in the back. And so that led to, I was like, well, I gotta go buy wood. And he's like, well, I picked up this scrap wood
Oh, nice.
from a job site.
Nice.
Let's build it. And I was like, I don't want to build with scrap wood, of course. Like,
Why
I don't want
not?
to look like,
I love scrap wood.
I've only had.
I hang out with Timu Sam.
No,
I love scrap wood.
No.
Come on now.
Okay, I'm just saying, I'm learning a little bit. And Johnny's like, build it with scrap wood. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna please him because I'm like, we'll do it.
I'm gonna
next.
do it for Johnny.
Johnny.
Do it for
Yeah.
Johnny.
And Johnny goes, dude, it would be so cool. And so, of course, when you have a best hype man in the room with you, just going, you gotta do it. Like you're right, I do. I gotta do it.
I gotta do it.
And,
I have to
so
now.
Johnny's
I
like,
need to hang out with Johnny
Oh,
more.
Johnny,
Is what
dude,
I'm
Johnny.
thinking.
Johnny's
Best hype man
best ever.
you can get.
Like, I mean, I want to say I'm good, but I'm not in the category of Johnny. Because when Johnny gets excited, Johnny's excitement is so infectious that it's just like it's unstoppable. But anyway, so he's like, let's build the back, and I'm like, okay, like we can do it next week. We have wood right now, and I'm like, I have time later. What are you doing? Well,
You're not getting out of this, are you?
I'm not
You're
really
gonna build it now, whether
I'm
you
not
like it or
doing
not.
anything. Well, how do we pull the seats out? Well, Johnny, I don't want to show you, but I'll show you here. Well, they're out. Why don't we build the platform? And I'm like,
Wow.
okay, let's build the platform. I said, well, I'm missing a piece of wood. Let's drive the
find it.
van to go get the wood that you need. But let's use whatever we have first. So I built this platform. Dude, that van has been so iconic to everywhere we go. And it is an instrumental into what we do. And people were like, and I have taken that van places that, yeah, should you have 4-wheel drive? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, at least. Should you be putting your 2-wheel drive, front-wheel drive 93 Dodge Caravan that has no skid plates or anything in situations that shouldn't be? The answer is No, you shouldn't put them in those situations. But the answer is, I'm going to, right?
Yeah, it's an
And because
$800 van.
hey,
Who cares?
hey now.
Hey, you said it, not me.
No.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, but so
No,
but-
I know the road that it came in on, so I'm thoroughly impressed with the
But
van.
the-
And
So-
getting out
I
of
don't
that
have
in the
a
mud
bad
and
word
rain.
to say about the van.
But so that's the thing. I'm driving a '93 Dodge Caravan, and this is to anybody. I'm looking into the camera for you if you can't see me. I hope you can. It doesn't matter what you have, just get out and camp, really, and that's what it is. And it doesn't have to be the hardest trail or off-roading, I would say,
Yeah.
because we've all started with nothing. We
Oh,
all
yeah.
started
absolutely.
with stock. And even if we didn't, we started somewhere in a bone stock part of industry, and the outdoors is unbeatable.
Yeah,
And the point.
And the people you meet at events,
that's
Polar Bear,
incredible.
the people is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Is talking to
Yeah.
people.
Absolutely.
He never shuts up. Neither do I, though. But that's great.
I'm like, huh?
But it's good people. If you meet someone out overlanding, hiking, backpacking, it's gonna be a good.
you got
it's
got
gonna be
something
good. It's
in
gonna be
common
good people.
with them. Yeah,
It's
they're
good
kinda
people.
that's the beauty of it to me, and that's what I kind of thrive on is the people that I've met
Mhm.
doing this. I mean, all this
And
group over
everyone's so
here.
supportive. You starting out, like I was saying earlier.
Oh yeah, everybody helps everybody.
Everyone
Hey,
helps.
now
I find that fascinating.
I'm gonna have you put Johnny on the spot.
Okay.
What does he think? Because I've been talking like you did say, and Clayton's been talking. And let him give you a perspective of what we were doing, because I think he came into this.
Okay.
So
Putting
you
you on
gotta
the
put him
spot. I don't know what he's
spot.
asking, Johnny.
You
He's
just
putting you on
did.
the spot
Whatever
for
you
something.
can. Like,
What are your thoughts about it, Johnny?
For the Overland community? Or
Anything.
I just, like I said, when I first met them, it was getting outside. That's what I loved about it, and that's just what I like doing with everything, whether it's backpacking, overlanding, kayaking, anything.
tell
It's
him
just
how you were
getting
before
more
that.
people outside.
Tell him how you were before that.
What was I like before that?
You were very like video games.
I wouldn't say I was city boy video game.
He doesn't want to put that
I
title
I
on it.
liked to get outside before that, but I'm definitely more outdoorsy than I was before, for sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my next question is, and I asked you about this earlier today because just here within the last few weeks, I've actually applied and been accepted to the Onyx Off-Road
Yeah.
Okay.
Trail Guide program.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
No, I'm super excited
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Onyx is awesome.
Yeah. And I'll tell you how that all came about. I was a guy to start with.
Sorry.
We all
No,
were.
I'm just
We
kidding.
all were. We're like,
They're
okay.
all- okay.
But
disclaimer,
with
they're all
Gaia,
good.
but with Gaia, the one thing that when I had Gaia, I also had Trails Off Road because they had all the pre-guided trails and all that
Yes.
stuff, and in a stock vehicle, you know, you
Mhm.
kind of want to know what you're looking for, and so I had the basic plan of OnX when we left to go to our Upper Peninsula of Michigan
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah.
And so I thought, I want a little more here. So I upped my membership to Elite then in
Mhm.
August for that trip. And what I found is there's things on Gaia that are not on OnX. It has its place. And
Reverse as
Absolutely.
well.
yeah,
Reverse as
yeah,
well.
yeah, no, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
But what it took 2 apps, paying apps to get with Gaia and Trails Off Road, I pretty much get that all within
with
Make
Onyx.
within
sure you
OnX.
plug that and make
No,
that short, because
I
that's
am.
True.
I
I
am.
mean,
No, it's
that's-
absolutely is.
Yeah.
And so, as I start to, there's things about Onyx that I absolutely love, but there are a lot of things about Onyx and I've used Onyx Hunt for the last 8 or 10
Yeah.
years. I've used it for a long time, and I've actually got rid of the Onyx Hunt because Onyx Off Road does all the same things.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so now it's just Onyx Off Road, and then the Trail Guide program. I'm really excited about starting that.
Yeah. You
but
ought to be.
you
That's
guys
neat.
told me today that you have just become or in the process of becoming.
Well, we're ambassadors for Arkansas.
Right.
Or at least Johnny is.
Where I'm getting
Right.
at.
We
Johnny
all
is.
are.
Okay.
We all are.
But
We-
it's
we
part of
fall-
Zach
it's-
Off-Road.
Yeah.
Zach
Exactly.
Outdoors
Is
is Onyx. Johnny just runs that section.
He's
of
got
it.
the Onyx rig. They wrapped his Forerunner.
right.
Right.
No,
But yeah,
that-
so we're the
that's super
ambassadors
cool.
for Arkansas.
No,
Onyx.
that is super cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
What are
we
now?
love it. We love it.
Well, what did we just apply for?
The expert. Trail guide expert.
Expert.
Oh, okay.
So we're
Okay.
almost to the
Ooh,
top,
that's
or we
kinda-
are the top now?
After
But-
this discussion, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
No, not really at all. No, not at all.
No, you're not wrong, because I don't really know what that means. So what do I
Well,
can say and what I can't say?
No, but that's kind of excited though, because it's exciting to me because I'm really excited about starting that
Yeah.
trail guide journey
100%.
and what that's going to mean. And so I'm excited. And then
what does that offer you and that I expect now?
You know-
because it's changed since when we first started doing it.
I
what
think
is
it's
that
changed a
now?
lot.
basically, and it's basically what I 100% is they offer me the elite every year. If I trail guide or submit one trail a year, I get
Mapping.
the elite. I get the elite for free, and I get discounts on there.
What's
Yeah.
guiding do for you? Does that
You
plug
know,
that help
are
out
you-
with your YouTube?
I don't
What
know.
do you- okay.
Honestly, and the reason I kind of started that, Cam Davis, who's Cam on the KRLR, he's got a small YouTube channel, and I met him with Baker Overland,
Mhm.
and so I've done some trips with him.
Baker
and-
makes great videos.
Oh,
doesn't he?
but Caleb he did a coffee break with me here
Yeah.
3 weeks ago. It came out I had the Baker Overland members trip video came out yesterday at 3 o'clock, and last Friday he did a coffee break with me.
That's
Caleb
cool.
is just, he is such a cool dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just don't have enough accolades for that guy.
Yeah.
His stuff is just next level. His videography and what he does just, it's amazing.
Right.
But and then to help smaller creators, because a lot of the members of his people that are members of his channel, and he does a members group like every other month.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool because there's a lot of guys that are on those trips that are filming.
Mhm.
And so at the end of it, we just upload it all to Dropbox and shoot it off to him. So you'll see a lot of your stuff that you're filming in his videos, which is super cool.
Yeah.
But he also uploads all of his stuff. There's some pictures. There's some pictures that he shot that he shared with me that actually showed up in my video that
Yeah.
came out yesterday.
That's awesome.
But just to be able to sit and talk to him and all that, that guy is just a wealth of knowledge and a super good guy to sit down and
Mhm.
talk to anybody. Help, just I don't know. He's just I couldn't say enough good things about him.
Yeah.
So, but on the
Getting
Onyx
back to-
front,
yeah,
on
back
the
to
Onyx
Onyx.
front, I think I'll get some discounts on some of their merchandise and stuff like that.
So they can reach out to you on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get a code or anything?
They did. I was actually, what happened with that is I've been using Onyx a lot, and
Yeah.
I was actually, every time I would open my Onyx app, it would just pop up a deal that said, hey, because I use it a lot,
Mhm.
obviously, and it's like, hey, would you be interested in doing the trail guide thing? And so I just applied for it, and I thought it was like 3 or 4 weeks before I ever heard back from them. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, maybe they're just not interested. I didn't worry
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. And then I got an email, and it's like, hey, just do these things. You got to do the Tread Lightly 101,
Yep.
the classes and certain
Mhm.
things.
We all
and
have to do that, but there's some of our group members that are missing that, right? The Tread Lightly. You have that? Sorry, I'm calling.
I do not.
that's all right. But no, so I did that, and there's some, and basically what I've been doing, I think you have 90 days to submit your first trail, and I've been kind of holding off because I want to do a trip with Cam, because he's done several trails in the Ouachita National Forest, which
Yeah.
I live in Searcy, Arkansas,
Yeah.
so I'm about an hour and a half from the Ozarks up
Yeah.
there around Woolham and all
Mhm.
that, and then it's about
Neat
an
area.
hour and 15 minutes down there to Lake Sylvia and the Ouachitas.
So,
So I want to go with
You're in a
him.
good spot.
do you
and
get to submit your first? I'm new to their section. I know where we're at, but on that, do you get to submit regular trails, or does he? How does that work for him?
I can do,
Regular trail.
yeah, I can do
Yeah?
regular trails. Anything, I can submit any trail that is not on there.
Mhm.
I think the only restriction is they don't want like real short trails, like half mile out and back trails, unless there's some kind of really cool
Okay.
obstacles
Yeah.
or it's well known. But any thorough road that's through, and they don't want anything that's crossing over or intersecting like that. They want basically trails that
New trail.
people new trails. And so that's kind of cool.
Do you
And
get a promo code for all this?
I don't know. I
You
don't
should
know.
ask, so
Oh.
we can at least plug it.
Yeah, I will do that. I'm not sure. I don't think I'll get a. I know that I can get discounts for like my friends and family
Mm-hmm.
for the Onyx deal. So
Well, if your friends and family watching this, I reach out to them.
yeah, no,
100%.
absolutely, absolutely. But I do know that's part of the deal. But no, I'm just excited about it because that for me, what I like about that is I like going places that aren't. I like exploring new places.
Yeah.
I mean, I do all the regular trails too, but I'm one of those that I'll be driving down there like, hey, there's a trail right there, and it's on Onyx, so hey, let's go see where that goes.
Yeah.
And if I get down there 3 miles and it's a dead end, and that happens a lot, then it's like, okay, well, we'll turn around and go back.
Yeah.
But sometimes you find some really epic things at
Oh,
the
you
end of
do.
that trail. It's like, oh hell yeah, this was worthwhile.
Mhm.
What was
So,
that last trail
I love
that
the
we did?
exploring.
We got stuck. Me and Johnny did that just recently, and we churned down a trail. It was actually off Beach Grove,
Oh, it was off.
and we
Beach Grove,
churned.
yeah.
There was a road there. I forget where it was at.
I
But
don't remember.
the right or left out of the
It was a
campsite?
Forest Service road.
Well, anyways, Johnny goes, let's go this way. And we go, and we're going around, and next thing we know, mud flying up. And no, we've been doing this long enough. I don't even have to think about him telling me. I mean, it's instinct. We've become so fast to this that
We've gotten good at getting unstuck.
it's
quick.
just
We get stuck enough that we get unstuck pretty quick.
So actually, we're doing a trip. April 3rd,
4th.
4th. We're doing Rigs and Swigs. We're gonna plug that.
Yeah,
If,
absolutely,
We're
100%.
gonna do it in Arkansas. But we're doing Rigs and Swigs. It'll be from 5 to whenever we decide.
At Black
to leave.
Howler.
At Black Howler in Highfield, Arkansas. So if you're not following our page, you should. So you can get to that. But
And that's and you're mainly on Instagram, is that right?
we're on
Facebook page.
is where we're at.
Z.A.C Outdoors. We're on
Z.A.C
Instagram and
Outdoors.
Facebook.
Okay.
You can look at ZACoutdoors.com. Everything is on there as well, right?
Yep.
And you
Okay.
usually get merchandise and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
we don't make any.
No,
money, so don't worry
I
about all
understand,
that.
but-
That's if you. We're
but if
doing
you
that
want it, then that's
here
where
out
it's
of our
at.
hearts to give to you because it's cool.
Yeah.
We like to see Z.A.C Outdoors.
Yeah, there's some people here with their hoodies, and it's just cool to see.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
never
Hey,
met 'em.
nice.
He's like, they got our hoodies. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it's neat to
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
people wearing.
And I've seen several of your hats around too, because you're wearing one of the hats, and
We-
I think Johnny is.
Yeah. So, but the thing about it is, April, we're gonna literally the entire weekend is going to be devoted to getting stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Because we have Rigs and Swigs
Yeah.
that Friday night. And then after that, we're going camping.
just gonna go
Nice.
get stuck.
And then try to get stuck. Because we got some new recovery gear from Polaris Off-Road
Yeah,
Recovery
you guys
Gear or
gave
something
away
like
a
that.
bunch of that stuff away tonight.
Yeah.
It was
That was
super
part of
cool.
And they
what-
said,
And I'm a
Try to
little
break it.
disappointed because I didn't win any of that.
you should have rolled better dice.
I could have rigged
know
it,
it.
but
I
you
know
weren't
it.
even close. I'm sorry.
I know,
Uh,
no, I know.
T-Boo Sam over here.
I know it. He was
T-Boo
on
Sam
rock.
won.
Yeah,
He had it rigged up for
he
himself.
did.
So,
No, that's awesome.
But
And then he gave it away. He didn't
Then he
even
gave it
keep
away.
it, so that
He
was
didn't even give it away to
I'd
you.
like to
No,
say
he
it was
didn't.
thousands of dollars that he got, but
Yeah, but you give away toe
he could have bought
straps
it
and
cheaper. We're gonna plug this.
absolutely.
I think it's cheaper than Temu. Am I right?
Well,
I
free.
don't know.
It's-
We're
Temu-
about to say.
Temu-
It's
Temu's
Polaris
very close to
branded.
free. Yeah, Polaris branded. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So you
Polaris.
guys picked
Polaris
them up. They're
off-road gear? Is
sponsoring
that what it's called?
Z.A.C Outdoors.
Off-road products?
Polaris off-road.
No,
They,
that's very cool.
Polaris Off-Road Products.
No,
So
that's awesome.
we've just acquired this recently, and I don't even know if it's a sponsorship. Honestly, I don't know if we could say it. I would say it's
Still in the works.
a membership.
It's like
or
when
a
you
team.
first start texting a girl,
partner.
you don't know where it's at. You're just kind
Yeah,
of feeling
but you're-
things out.
Yeah,
No,
it's a
I would say
process.
we're further
Yeah.
than
Well, if
that,
they give you
but-
some stuff
She's
to
giving
give
you some
away,
stuff,
it's a pretty good
you know,
sign.
you're
Well,
get to second
the best
base,
part
you know.
is they love what we're doing, and
And,
they've
yeah.
got a big station
I
of
find that
kind of what we're
fascinating.
doing, and so we live down the street from them.
Yeah, you do.
So where are you guys?
Neighbors.
We're at in Arkansas.
Northwest
Northwest.
Arkansas.
Okay, so
Our
around
shop-
Fayetteville and all
Our
that.
shop,
More Rogers, Bentonville.
Rogers. Yeah.
P Ridge is where we're from.
our
Okay,
shop's
yeah.
in Rogers.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we work on cars to pay the bills. But Zach's over here doing its best. So if you want to donate, you can. But
Absolutely.
I mean, we do everything we can. We have 4 guys on our crew, and I would say out of us, we probably invest a full work week out of all of us put together every
Yeah.
week.
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's
just
People
getting
think
things
it's
lot of
done.
work.
just-
A lot of work.
It's
It's a lot of work.
Take
to-
it
A lot of behind the scenes. Johnny does most of the behind the scenes. I don't know how he does it,
It takes an army.
but
It really does, and we're out here doing this and grinding, and we have
we love it.
the
Yeah.
biggest thing is
We
we
love it.
have giant ambitions to do even more than just overlanding. Overlanding is not our niche. We're here
We got a
because-
backpacking trip coming up. We got a kayaking trip coming up. Float trip.
Just
So,
basically
we're-
anything
we're-
outdoors.
We're
Anything all
outdoors.
over the
map,
That's why we're
outdoors.
Zach
Yeah,
outdoors.
So the great thing is we're here tonight at Big Brutus, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we actually are hosting a gravel bike race in October,
Here at Big Brutus.
Oh, okay.
and ask
Kansas.
if any of us ride gravel bikes.
Just don't
Every
you
day of my
know,
life.
No,
How many of you will?
That's a
by
lie.
the time
I've never
October
rode a gravel
gets
bike.
here?
probably none.
Probably
I'm gonna be
not.
honest with you. Does it look like I like to? I mean, I might not look
Hey,
fat in this.
I'm not-
hoodie,
I'm
but
not
Guy doing a
judging.
50K.
I am
I'm
doing a 50K.
Oh, really?
That's 31 miles.
No, I know. Running?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Walking?
he's
Running.
on a trail.
Wow.
So we did.
You're the man.
If
If you see me running, it means the
You-
laxative is working.
What's that joke?
That's all I'm gonna say.
What's that
If you
joke?
see
If
me
you find me
running-
dead on a running trail, I was definitely murdered.
Yeah.
The
exactly.
other one is if you see me running, run.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have to run everybody. I just have to run
run
the
the
slowest
slowest.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did an event 2 weekends ago.
We hosted an aid station at a foot race, a
Oh,
trail
What was
race.
the- Who
Yeah.
was the company?
David's Endurance Trail. Was the
They
race.
are out of
Mountain.
Mountain Home, Arkansas, and
Okay.
they do a 50K, a
25K, and a 10K?
7K.
7K.
Very cool.
And so we did an aid station. It was our first one.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. A lot of
It
fun.
was
They're
a-
a blast, aren't they? We used
Oh,
to do that
man.
at our fire department. They had
Yeah.
a big bike race every year.
I mean, you're just cheering people
Yeah.
on, talking to them as they're
Yeah,
running by,
You know, they come in,
giving
they
them
bring
salted
their-
bananas
Yeah,
as they run by.
exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
So we were making
I find that
stuff up on the
fascinating.
trail. Yeah, we asked the guy. He's like, "Hey man, you want a banana?" He's like, "Yeah." And we're like, "You want a salt?" He's like, "I need salt." And we're like, "You want a salted banana?" And he's like, "Yeah." And we're like,
okay.
"We're gonna run with this." So we cut up bananas and we started salting them. And every runner come back, and goes, "You want a salted banana?" And they're like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And we're like, "This is awesome. This is disgusting."
Some
And-
people are like, no,
No.
no, I do not want a salted
Who
banana.
wants a salted banana? Those were the 25K runners. They weren't the serious ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no, I
anyways,
understand.
So we had-
25K is pretty serious.
It
So
is.
when you're
It's
when you're built like me,
100%
25K is real serious.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not in shape at all. Okay, so if you
No,
think I'm
pear is a shape.
yeah,
There's a it's all
It may not
shape.
be-
somebody finally recognizes me. So, but
I've been
Uh,
a truck driver for 35 years.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
promise.
sitting behind that
I have
wheel
no
does-
illusions
No,
about.
we're on the same page. I just don't have the time you have. So truck driving is get you. But so we're at this event, and the atmosphere was just so
It was fun.
amazing. Like
Yeah.
I mean, it was outstanding, and we thought to ourselves, like, I kept seeing these guys come in, and I go, I want to do that one day. I want to do that one day.
31 miles in 5.5 hours. That's easy. I could do that.
Okay.
I've
I
walked.
did too in my
I walked
Jeep.
1,000 steps today. I could do that.
Okay, let's put this out there for anybody that runs 50Ks. It is not that easy, and I'm terrified of this race. I've never ran over 10 miles in my life, but I
I
created
didn't
as
do
a
that
kid,
at
man.
13.
So, right,
Yeah,
100%.
no.
I just ran 10 miles in the last year for the first time, and
Oh wow!
and I haven't
probably
ran-
run 10 miles over the last 10 years
I-
combined.
so, well, I'm gonna be honest. I ran that 10 miles, and I don't think I've ran since then. I'm gonna be honest with you. So.
So when is this 10-mile deal?
Okay, so
Or,
most
no,
trainers
2 months.
give
2
you
months?
a year. When
2
would
months.
you? Yeah, 2 months. I'm
June.
ask me.
He
when
just
You're
started
gonna have to
training.
get started, dude. You're gonna have to get started.
I was supposed to
He
start.
starts
3 days
training in
away.
the next week.
Oh, I got you.
I started training last week. Well, at least that's what the training calendar told me.
I got
I'm gonna try to run tomorrow for the first time.
tomorrow.
So,
Okay.
but Clayton's been running and he's not even signed up, so I'm officially signed up. What's that race?
Are you
I'm-
running? Are you gonna run it?
Every time I think about it, I get sick in the stomach, and I'm like,
I get
"Ah!"
sick in the
I don't know if I'll
thinking
do it.
about y'all doing it.
Oh, trust me. I'm debating on running with my meta glasses to see me being a horrible aspect.
You'd
the
see
whole
me
race.
carrying one of them oxygen bottles on my back, and I'd have a cannula and all that stuff with me,
Dude, man,
and I still probably
you
wouldn't.
made me think of the funniest story ever, man. My grandma, when I was a kid, had an oxygen tank.
That is funny, dude.
In our house, and she would go light up a cigarette right next to her oxygen tank. I'm not dead yet. And you're like, okay, so my grandma can do that. I think I can run a race. That's right, So we gotta be there. But yeah, I mean, so we've kind of figured out. I think the gravel bike is our line. We're going to draw the line at the gravel bike race, but I feel like if we're going to host stuff and go to these things, that we need to experience some of that.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've never ran a 50K, so I'm going to do it, and I'm trying to convince Johnny to.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. Me and Johnny will stand on the sidelines.
That's what I
with
told
a
him.
drink with an umbrella in
I
it,
said,
and
I'll
we will
support
cheer
you
you on.
100%.
I'll support you all the way.
I hope there's a beer there at the end.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to be looking for.
No, 100%.
But yeah, it's been a blast.
It has.
Learning everything that we've learned over the years, and kind of getting to the point now what is that knowledge we can pass on to people, or what is that experience? Because we have done a lot of things over the years, and not everything's been right or correct.
Sure.
Sam points that out to us every time we go out.
We call him our OSHA certified guide.
Sam's guy, he's the fourth guy who's not here.
Mm-hmm.
He's a major part of our company as well. We're all major parts. I mean, we all do big points.
Thank you, Zion.
We're all very valuable, even though
Usually job say what he's saying.
when we're in the car, I don't speak this highly of them.
Do you not? I'm sure.
But anyways,
I have my buddies that I hang out. I get it.
These are my best friends.
No, I understand. Yeah.
There's too much time, honestly, between us. I think it interferes in our personal life almost to a point. But
he was talking about divorce early, so you might be right.
Yeah, 100%. I think that might have been part of a lot of my first divorce. But
us? What?
No. But anyways, that's not the point. So Sam will be doing something, and we're the type of guys to just go and do.
Yeah. Just get out and do it. Yeah.
Get it done. It doesn't matter what it takes. Okay, so we were looking at Big Brutus. We took a tour today. Took Clayton. This is Clayton's first time at Big Brutus.
This is my first time at Big Brutus.
Is it really?
It is cool as all get out. Cool as all get out.
My story, because I really want to know what your experience has been here.
I drove trucks across 496 for 35 years.
Yeah.
So I have been within 7 or 8 miles. Yeah. So I knew it was here. I've seen pictures of it and all that. We actually came down and flew the drone around a little bit yesterday. And today, my wife and I and my granddaughter, we all went up in it and up into the, and it is massive on a scale that you don't really realize. We were coming in yesterday. We were coming in yesterday when we were down there by the Railroad Museum where we stopped.
7 miles away.
Yeah. And we stopped down here, and I told my granddaughter, we were in the motorhome here, and I'm like, hey, I wonder how far we can see this thing away. We were like 3 miles away when you
see it peeking over the
started seeing the top
line.
of the boom, and I'm like, this thing really is big. I mean, you
don't realize it until you're right next to it,
and then we walk down. We're walking underneath it, between the tracks, and I'm like, holy shit, this thing is big.
Yeah.
You don't.
And then you walk around, and you walk around it for a while. I mean, you don't realize that no, it's
looking from here. It just seems like the car.
Yeah,
almost
it does.
No,
it's very cool. I mean, it's and how they've kind of preserved it with the camping here and all that, with everything.
Oh, it's a cool space. Really cool
and what
space.
Rhino has done with having the movie night down there.
Oh, that was
Rhino's
fun.
done a phenomenal job with this. This is actually my first year at Polar Bear. Up until November, I'd never been to a Polar Bear event.
Okay.
And Amy next door, Amy Marler, Chris and Amy.
They do great
people.
Work, do they
they are just
good people.
They are just fantastic people.
Oh yeah.
Kid
I mean,
they take
we started. We met them. I met them through another friend of mine. Matter of fact, it's a lady that my wife works with. Her husband is who we went to Rito with 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, and we actually met Chris and Amy through them. And then somehow they're not really they're more into the hiking, thing
Yeah.
and camping.
Yeah.
So we're not doing a lot with them, but we kind of got in with Chris and Amy, and I don't know why it is. We've gotten really close. Me and my buddy Jason over here, we've gotten really close with Chris and Amy and their whole group.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Big
just kind
group.
of welcomed us in, and my wife and all
Yeah,
that. She
that's
started
nice.
coming, and so she kind of talked me into
So you
coming.
got your wife out then?
Yeah,
Or
my
she
wife's in there.
But I'm
sleeping.
just saying though that.
No,
that's
yeah,
part of,
we
like,
went to the first deal.
community.
Well, and here's the other thing
Where are you going?
is
I was kidding. No, go ahead.
my wife is not. She doesn't like. Well, I'll give you a perfect example. My wife is one of them. She's like, I am not sleeping in a rooftop tent. Okay, so I bought a Gazelle tent, and we went out a few times, and she was like, and we've been married 30 years. We've been married a long time, and it's. I blame myself for it. When it first started, I was like, I grew up. My dad fell timber out in Northern California for 35 years.
Yeah.
So I grew up over 5,000 feet in the Sierra Nevadas and the coastal ranges.
Right.
But Dad always had a self-contained camper because he lived in that 5 days a week while he was out working. So when I was growing up, I grew up in the mountains of Northern California.
Right.
And so I camped a lot all summer long, but it was in a camper. And so when we got married, I was like, I'm not sleeping in a tent. I'm just not doing that. That's not camping to me. That's not fun. So 27 years later, so we've had campers and fifth wheels and everything else. And I was like, I get into this Overland thing and I'm like, I'm
It's
sleeping in a
different.
tent. I'm
Is it
sleeping
not?
in this. And she's like, no. no,
No.
it's a hard pass. So then she's like, well, I'm not going to sleep in a tent. I'm not going to sleep in a rooftop tent because if I got to get up 2 or 3 times a night and go to the bathroom, I'm not climbing down a ladder to do that. She said,
Yeah.
you buy a tent and and an air mattress and all that stuff, I'll go. So she went 3 or 4 times and she just kind of decided the roughing it camping isn't for her. And I'm like, okay, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you're not going with me all the time, I'm going to buy a rooftop tent because that's what I want.
Yeah.
And so I buy the rooftop tent. So here 2 or 3 years later, she says, so I go to the Polar Bear in November and had a great time.
Yeah.
And she has met Amy Marler, and she's like, hey, you need to come to Oklahoma. They have a campground there. You can bring your motor home. And I'm like, okay, I can flat tow the Jeep over there. So we flat tow the Jeep over there, and we go over to Oklahoma, and we hang out over there. She has a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, we can go to Brutus, too, because they got camping over there. And she's like, okay, I'll do that. Well, then we get home from Oklahoma.
You couldn't take that to Arkansas.
And Amy do it.
Couldn't take it to the Arkansas Polar Bear.
Sorry about
No,
that.
no, that was okay because she probably wouldn't win anyway. So we get home from Oklahoma, and everybody we have kind of a group chat with Amy and all of them and all that. And so they start talking. So we start talking about your guys' event there in Arkansas, and Sam and Margie, Timu Sam, he rents a trailer out of Jonesboro for like $150.
Kind of a shady deal, but he rents one.
a little like a Sunray or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so
did you hear the story where it fell off the trailer?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Yes, I did.
okay.
So she sends his wife, Margie, sends Kathy a picture of this trailer, and he's wanting me to go. She's wanting her to go.
You getting a trailer now? Is this
No, this wait.
He's getting there.
I'm getting there. So anyway, so I told her, I said, so she gets this. She says, well, I think Margie's wanting me to go.
Yeah.
And she sent me this trailer, and I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll rent a trailer. If you want to do that, I'll do that.
Sam knows the deals. He found a good deal on the trailer.
She says, no. She said, I don't want to spend money on that. If I go, I'll just sleep in the tent with you. And I'm like, there's a ladder involved there. And she's like, you just have to make sure that I get in and out all right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I'm your man.
I'm your man.
So we do that.
Sorry.
So we do that. And she goes, she sleeps in the tent. And she's like, this isn't all that bad. And I'm like, cool. But she told me, she said, if I go to that one, I'm not going to Kansas. I said, okay, that's fine. So then we get back from Arkansas in the rainy weekend. And if there was a miserable weekend for them to have.
You're not wrong. That was it. That was the weekend.
It wasn't super cold, but it was
we
cold.
Have
it was
snow
rainy.
at all this year, though? We didn't have any bad weekends at all, so we needed one.
We needed a bad weekend. We might as well
get home.
Bear the burden of that.
And we start talking about the Kansas deal, and she's like, well, I think I'm going to go. We'll just take the motor home. So she's literally made 3 out of the 4 events.
That's awesome.
I made all 4, but it was like, and I've told her, if you want to buy a camper, I will go buy a camper. I don't care if I can get her involved. Look,
That's awesome.
We've been married 30
And
years, but I
that's-
still really like my wife.
Yeah.
I mean, she's my best friend. I love her to death.
That's good.
And
You make
if
sure
I
you
can get
plug
her-
that and make a short of that.
No.
And
I really
repeat.
like my
No,
wife.
Absolutely. Well, I do. I mean, she's,
That's good.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a
that's
lot of
awesome.
people
I
that
said
don't
that
like
That's
their
really
wife
cool.
after that long, but she's
yeah.
my hero. So, but anyway, so there may be a
Yeah.
camper in my future.
That's
Yeah.
I don't
awesome.
know. But if that's what I need to do to get her involved and come with me,
Getting people
because
out.
it is so. I was talking to Todd Metzger a while ago with Adventure Therapy TA,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and his wife. They're in the camper right next to him. That's what he does. He's got a little YouTube channel too, and that's what he does for his wife to be able to go and enjoy. And it's like, I don't care what it costs. If that's what I have to do to get her here, then
It's worth it.
I am in.
It's worth it.
100%. Because I want to hang out with y'all, but
Mhm.
I want to hang out with her too.
You know, Polar Bear Camp Club, Arkansas, was very hard for me to do with a newborn. Did you know about that?
I did not.
I had a
Yeah,
newborn
he has
out there.
8-week-old
Really?
I had
son.
Well,
now
out
I
there.
had to have the yurt up. I had to bring the crib. I had to have the generator running. I had to have electricity. I had, and then plus I had to make sure everybody else was taken care of as
Yeah.
well.
but you weren't alone.
I know. I've heard.
Josh, my buddy that just come and grabbed that
Uh-huh.
off there.
5 months
His
old, right?
yeah, no, I don't even think she was that old. But his son-in-law, who's in the gray Ford over here,
Had
Yeah.
their
him and
young
his
kid.
wife came, and it was like she wasn't that old. She was probably a couple of months old. At the
Yeah.
Yeah.
time. Little bitty thing,
Uh-huh.
and they sat through all that too.
Yeah.
So
It's
and it was a
different-
challenge for him. I know it
It's-
I
was.
bet.
But yeah,
I'm
you can relate. Yeah.
yes.
Speaking
Yeah.
of someone who's never had a child, I can see that. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Doesn't have a girlfriend either. No.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Ooh.
I'm working on it.
Did I say that out loud?
What'd you say?
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
He said
Nothing.
boyfriend.
Nothing.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm going home.
Here's my mic. I know. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's
Hey, we're all laughing and having a good time. I thought we were there. I
We're
might have
there.
overstepped a little bit. You know?
no, we're there. That was awesome.
Well
Well
don't expect
deserved.
any less.
So, I think you've had a great experience so far. Honestly, I mean,
It's been good.
Yeah.
It
I
has
mean-
been.
Good group of people out here. It's
so
just
you've
fun.
never been to Big Iron or nothing?
Never been on this site in my life.
Mm-hmm.
35 years I've been running trucks back and
And it
forth
just-
Never
on
stopped.
96, 160, been on
Isn't it
400
crazy
and never been
how-
here.
we gotta say this. Isn't it crazy how the world's largest electric shovel?
I know.
This is in the middle of nowhere, Kansas.
And I knew exactly where it was. I mean,
I
it's
never
not
knew
like I
that.
didn't know,
And it's that.
but I just,
It's
I
that.
mean-
It's that. It literally. It's that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
But-
hard to explain unless you come.
no, it is. It's
We
an
take
amazing
pictures
place.
all the time, and I
And
don't
this
think
is a
it does it
beautiful
justice.
place. And in all honesty, I mean, you want to know what my favorite? I mean, Brutus is obviously
Nobody
awesome.
says poker run.
But do you know what the coolest thing about the whole thing was? And because when we drove in, we come by the train museum,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and we drove by it, and my wife was like, "What is that there? That Heartland thing?" And I'm like, "That's a train museum." And of course, we're 31-foot motorhome pulling a Jeep. We're like, we're 50 feet long. It's like we're
Yeah.
not pulling up in there. But then we ended up. I'll guarantee tomorrow before we leave, because
It's a
he
neat
said
place.
today that he'll be open. We will run the Jeep down there because I want her to go through that too, because that's
It's
really
cool. They got some cool
So-
stuff.
It's very cool place.
We
Some of the stuff in
normally
there?
start poker run at 9 a.m. And so we're normally there by 1. And something, it slipped my mind. I think it's
Well, didn't you guys have? You didn't get here until later today, did you? I mean, you
We
guys
got
here
didn't
pretty
you guys
early.
have something going on this morning? Like I had heard, and I don't know, but I had heard that you had like a Riggs and Coffee or something that you had.
No,
we
that's
didn't
not
even
us.
make it to that.
Oh, did
We
you?
got here about 9 o'clock.
What did we leave at 6 a.m. this morning? We
Yeah.
did stop and get breakfast, but
Yeah.
we left at 6 a.m. this morning. It took us some time to get down here,
Yeah.
and we did
But then we just got set up, started talking to everyone.
Yeah.
waited.
No, so Riggs, actually, that's a new thing going on. And
Riggs and Coffee?
Yeah.
We gave away a couple of their T-shirts today
Oh, Okay.
So
for the runner-up on the poker run.
We've actually
win.
never
Oh,
been.
actually, I won because it was my first time. I actually won a T-shirt and a hat from up there. You guys give that to me.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Because
The
I've
Big
never
Brutus
been
one.
here. Yeah,
But
Big
the
Brutus.
Riggs and Coffee shirt, we gave a couple of those away
Okay.
So,
to the runner-up winners.
Yeah.
we've never been to it yet. It's under a new.
It's Jay doing it, right?
Yeah, but what,
Yeah.
what would you say? It's under a new management,
Just new franchise.
new franchise,
Mhm.
and
In
we
Bentonville?
know the guy. And just like we know Jeff Odom,
Yeah, Jeff's
And,
super cool.
and I met today one of the guys that does the Kansas one. He helps out. I don't remember what his Gallon. Is that right?
Galen.
Galen.
Galen, yeah.
He doesn't run it, but he helps out with it a bunch.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've got Kansas, Arkansas, and we've got Missouri. I mean, all here in a quick click. But we're all about helping the community out, the people that really need the help, and like, I don't know how to explain it. We are about people that are about getting people out, and one of those.
Get
That's
outside.
a huge key event to be to, because we all know mall crawlers.
Yeah.
Mall crawlers, yeah.
And
That's goes back to vanity
That's a thing.
on the overlanding. It's
And-
just
That's
people
to
don't.
me. That's kind of the Jeep. A lot of the Jeep jams are attract that kind of thing too, and they're fun. We've been to one.
And there's nothing
wrong with it.
And
There's
they've
nothing
got
wrong
their
with it.
place.
Everyone
know.
has their place.
Yeah.
What would you say?
And it's a huge community.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
this whole deal it's unbelievable how large it is
Mm-hmm.
and how vast it is.
Mhm.
I mean, it stretches
Right.
literally from coast to coast, and it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to find somebody that is in this general space in one way or another, because everybody does things a little bit
Oh, yeah.
differently.
We do things
But-
differently.
Yeah, but your paths cross along
Yeah.
along the way somewhere. That's what's really cool about it.
The craziest thing that I would say, and like what we're doing, and like trying to get people out, is like you get those people that are like, you have people that we run with all the time, and they have equipment on the side of their vehicle. How many people have we ran into that don't use gas cans, Johnny?
A lot.
We're
have
on
it
the
on the
trail.
rig.
We're out of gas.
Don't know how to use their
Why
winch.
did you not fill up your roto pack today when we said you need all the gas you can take?
Yeah.
We don't use them. Okay. How many people
Don't know how to
have
use their winch.
winches
Don't know how to use
and don't use them? And that's
Yeah.
again April 3rd, 4th, and 5th. If you guys would like to reach out to us and come with us, you're more than welcome. But that's
We're getting stuck.
that's the point. We're
We're
gonna
getting stuck. That's
those
the
are
point.
the points that we're gonna put things to the limit and show people how to use them. What we went somewhere and a guy, I'm not gonna drop his name, but Johnny has a story better than me. What happened with the winch guy?
He didn't know, and he was honest about it. He said, "Hey, I'm not
nice rig, right?
It was super nice rig, very built out." He just said, "Hey, I'm not comfortable using my winch. I'm not very experienced with it. Can you pull me out with your winch?" It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, no problem.
And
Yeah,
at
no problem
Arkansas, if I remember correctly, did you not set? It was muddy. Did you not set your truck to pull trailers over? in
Oh, I
case they
did.
got-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
So-
Coming out because we were coming out the southern route because we were going south out of there.
Yeah.
No, I absolutely did.
How
Yeah.
many people? You would not believe how many people have never unwound their winch,
Yeah.
and they don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
how to use it. And we look at it as normality.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and that becomes a point where it's like,
I'm glad you guys noticed that.
But there's
That
a
was
place
cool
for
that
everyone.
You guys even noticed that
I
we
mean-
were doing that.
There's a place for everything. Like people go out, they don't want to do as rough trails as we do. They
Oh, yeah,
don't
yeah,
need a
yeah.
winch.
Yeah.
And that's fine. They go run their trails.
Yeah.
It's cool as long as they're getting out.
Yeah.
You know?
No, absolutely.
I was talking with Josh tonight, and it was one of the big things, and it's become a thing that we've had to learn recently. That okay, we look at a trail. So we had done a trail not too long ago, me and Johnny, and we come down the trail and rocking and rolling and sliding down and hitting our skid plates and everything else. And Johnny, turn to the right. Like I do a lot of the guiding. And, like I help people out, and we've come a little numb to hard trails.
Yeah.
And knowing where that is, and then also we've learned that, so we already know that we have to take a step back.
Yeah.
But we just learned pretty recently that there's another step back that we have to take.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so like you get these people that are like going, and we were on that trail. There was 2 built up Gladiators and a Ford,
Oh yeah.
and they're like on a rock. Where I was just telling them a story where they were on a rock, and they're
Drag
like,
it over, guys.
they're like,
Yeah.
you're hitting the rock, and it's like back up and just hit it.
Yeah.
Gas it. When in doubt, gas it out. And it was like, you know, and the guy was just like, we're stuck. And it's like, you have a skid plate. Just hit it.
Yeah.
Anyways, long story short, people don't know how, and they need the
Well,
key.
and then here's the difference too. I mean, going back to that same deal. I mean, we have some people in our group that they don't like pinstriping on their vehicles. Now, I don't know about you, but a buffing wheel I mean, if it don't take the paint off, a buffing wheel's great. Now,
Oh yeah.
I drive a '93 Dodge Caravan.
No, exactly.
I know all about
and,
pinstriping.
you know, and
Trust
honestly, my Jeep is painted with with that. I'm fine with that.
Biggest blessing
But
was
we
getting
have
the Onyx
we
strap.
have some people that run with us that that's even it's not necessarily their daily drivers. They'll come and they'll be like, well, I don't want to get pinstripes, or I don't want to get this and that. Or is this trail going to be that? Well, yeah, I was on this trail, but it was 2 years ago, and I don't remember any pinstripes on this. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there isn't any, because a lot changes in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
On our trails, a lot changes in a year or two.
It
And I'm
can
like,
change in weeks.
exactly.
It's wild.
And so it's like, look, I don't know what we're getting into. If you don't want pinstripes, you might want to pass on this.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about pinstripes on mine.
No.
Most of the people, Sam, he doesn't care, Timu Sam, he don't care about pinstripes on his.
He said just learned he had a nickname.
Josh, we took him over there in Oklahoma. He has literally got a platinum, a half ton.
I gotta come in now.
A half ton platinum Ford F-150. This thing is nice.
Yeah.
He's got a dent in the side of his passenger door because of this guy right here.
I don't want no pinstripes.
He don't want any
pinstripes.
He carries a little saw with him. He don't care. Don't care.
So
The dents are fine, but he does. But you know what? That's what he's like. He's like, well, you know what happens when you're having a good time. And so that's my biggest problem is like, because I don't think about that stuff. Because if I get them, I get them.
Yeah, same idea.
I'm going where I'm going. But there are people out there that think very seriously about that, and they don't want them. And when I'm going through a trail, I never think about, am I getting pinstripes? Because it's not an issue to me. It's a non-starter.
It's part of the fun.
It's kind of like
it is. But you're talking about that extra step back that you have to take.
Exactly.
What's acceptable to you and your crew that you do with is not necessarily acceptable to everybody.
Because we're rough on things. I'll be honest. We're rough on things. That's how we live life.
Sam,
it is.
Our newest member.
Not Timu Sam.
Not Timu Sam. Z.A.C Sam.
Z.A.C Sam.
He's got a Tundra. He's got the 1776 project.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Nice
I
shot.
mean, gorgeous. And he took it on one trail. And me and Johnny are like, he's like, I'm not gonna get no pinstripes or nothing. Me and Johnny are like, no, surely not. And me and Johnny, I'm in the van. Johnny's in the Forerunner, and mind you, this is the coolest time. I've had the van flexed out pretty good. We're in the woods.
All 2 inches
really
of it.
a thing with a 92 Dodge Caravan.
Wait till I show you the photo, and you'll be like, wow. The Dodge Caravan is pretty flexed right there. But so Sam's back there, and we know for a fact he's just cussing me and Johnny.
Yeah.
And I'm in the van. The van's, I can touch the other window in the van sitting still, okay? He's in a Tundra. You can't touch the other person with the center console, right? Because it's big.
It's wide.
And he's just running through there, and I can tell you he probably hated every bit of it. But to make a note that I think it'd be kind of cool, Sam that had just passed away recently.
A
lot of Sams.
I did not. My buddy Jason here runs a Nissan, so
Yeah.
when we were at Oklahoma, he kind of come over to Jason. He's like, "Hey man, I haven't seen you."
Was he barefoot? Jason's kind of far away, but was he
Probably.
Barefoot?
Always.
So
barefoot.
I didn't actually meet him, but he was on the trail ride. Jason Harris led that, and that was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched his rig and stuff. I never actually met Sam, but I knew that he was a a big part of the polar bear deal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nothing but respect to him. I mean, it was kind of a shock because Jason was my buddy Jason over here. He was really looking forward to, because when we went to Oklahoma, because I think he got sick just a few days, had his stroke or whatever it was,
Yeah.
just a few days before Oklahoma, and Jason was looking forward to actually spending some more time with him.
Mhm.
You know, they spent a little bit, but because that was one of the things Jason, you know, there's a lot of Nissan guys that show up at this. There's a little group
Well,
of
it's not a
Nissan guys.
lot. Bro.
Not a lot.
Let's cut that
Well,
back a
Not a
little
lot.
bit.
Not a lot.
Not a
Very
lot,
small
but there
group.
are a
There's a
group of Nissan
Yeah,
guys.
there are a few Nissans, and that is a lot.
Those guys.
In any crew, that's a lot. So,
Yeah,
but
no, you're right.
but that was what Jason said. He's
There
like,
was at
man,
least three."
I need
No,
to
just kidding.
need to go around. And I need to spend a little more time with these guys
Mhm.
because you know, I mean, because we do. I mean, you know, I have the Jeep. You guys are Toyota, I guess. Well, you're Caravan guy.
Whoa, don't.
He's
judge.
caravan.
I'm a
Jeep.
What are you running?
Chrysler fan.
I'm a Jeep.
Are you a Jeep guy?
I'm a Jeep.
Okay,
Jeep.
okay.
We actually.
So you guys are equal opportunity.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're a
I,
little
I actually have a Jeep.
finger in every pie.
It's Z.A.C. Jeep. But
Liberty?
We,
Liberty.
The KK.
what is it, Clay?
The KK.
They're
KK.
TJs.
They're
They're
both
both TJs.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a cool
It
Jeep.
doesn't come
They're
out.
real
It doesn't
cool
make
Jeeps.
the videos or it doesn't make any of the posts. It's just for looks in the shop.
Yeah,
Right
I
now.
got you.
Looks in the shop.
But
Hey,
Sam,
Looks
we're
different
coming
than
up for Sam was. You guys are talking about dents. Sam would take anything, and he was a guy that I dented the side of his truck. I was telling his kids tonight. I got
I
a
heard that. That was super cool.
what is that town or where is that where we go?
Alexander Mountain.
Alexander Mountain. Have you been down that trail?
Maybe, but I'm not.
Alexander
it's not-
Mountain used to, when we first went out there, our first year was probably a trail rated 3, right?
Yeah,
Mm,
What would you say trail rate is now?
probably a 5.
probably a 5.
Maybe higher. 6?
Some spots.
I mean,
Well, you guys are gonna have to take me out there because that sounds like
Well,
Yeah.
my kind of trail.
if you come out
Yeah.
April 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we might could go. See, I'm plugging that again. I'm
Yeah,
really good at
I may
that.
know you are, and I don't. It'll depend on whether I'm at More Expo or not.
Well,
for
that's
that.
no, it's earlier.
No, I know, but I
But-
got Baker's got it. Caleb's got a deal the
Oh.
weekend after,
Mm.
and me trying to skip out 3 weekends in a row on my life.
Gotcha.
That might go over like a turd in a punch bowl.
Well, I'm 6 weeks right now. I'm sure I'm in the doghouse. My phone's been dead all day, so I'm sure something's going on right now.
You know what's going to be really funny is I've had my phone. My phone died on the on the poker run today, and so I've had it charged. And if it dies, well, I still see a light on.
Okay,
so I
so
think
we're
we're still
still clear.
recording.
We're-
We're still good.
That's still good. The green light's still on.
Wouldn't that suck if it died halfway through this? And you guys are like, "What the hell did you
Hey,
do
it's
with me?"
still a good conversation.
So-
No, it's been fun.
Back to the Sam topic.
Yeah,
Sam would just go anywhere, man.
Yeah,
I
Mhm.
mean, he was not afraid. Well, we come down Alexander Mountain, and
Polar Bear Sam, not our Sam. Just to
right,
Sam.
clarify.
What
right.
Mercer? What was his last name?
Mercer.
Jason.
Mer?
Jason.
What was Sam's last name? Merton.
So not
Yeah.
not Timu Sam, not Z.A.C. Sam,
feel
but Sam
Yeah,
embarrassed
Merton.
this
that I
is Sam
did-
Merton.
I'm embarrassed.
I knew it
didn't
was
know
close,
his
but
last
I didn't
name,
want to
but-
mispronounce it because
No.
I know he was a. I will tell you, I talked to Sean
Owens.
Owens
Mhm.
today,
Yeah.
and everybody, and I hate it that I didn't get to spend time with him and meet him, but everybody, I know
Good guy.
he had some epic adventures with his
Oh, yeah.
kids. Big time family guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
You know,
He'd bring
went to
those
a
kids out. his
yeah, and he
grandkids
would go. He did an Alaska trip. He'd done so much in his life
out.
that
yeah,
I wish I would have. I wish I would have known to spend a little more time with him
The
back in.
stories I wish
Missouri.
I would have been able to document, like you're
Yes.
saying, and being
Yeah.
able to
Yeah.
cherish it. And that becomes a bigger time, is you don't really know. We're limited here on this earth.
Yeah,
We don't know what
yeah,
our
we
time
all have
is.
an
Mhm.
expiration date.
And so, but like,
Why don't you grab a Sam?
grab
I'm
a
fine,
chair.
I'm fine
Go
right
grab
here.
a
I'm
chair.
fine right
We'll
here.
scoot over for you. But you know, Sam had this positive attitude, I would
Always
say.
positive.
I mean, anything and everything. And I'll tell you. So I was telling Jason today, I dented his truck. Oh, I think you were there. I dented his truck, and the attitude that he had, he come over to me and told me I dented his truck, and I didn't know I dented
Well, you
his
didn't
truck.
dent directly. You're guiding him on the
Right,
trail.
and I hit him on a
So
rock.
pretty much he did it.
Yeah.
He done it.
But he didn't go kick his door in, is what I'm
No,
trying to say.
yeah.
I mean, but
He was just responsible.
He
He did
should've.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he should
So I
have.
thought
Same thing.
The rock might gonna hit you right here.
So I
Yeah.
thought to
No, it
flex him
won't.
out, mind you, you get a picture of a nice Nissan Frontier that's on a trail. It's
Yeah, that's
stock
awesome.
with
This is going to be a
2-inch
great
block.
shot.
You're like, I'm gonna master this,
Yeah.
and I do it. And Sam lets me mess up, and it kind of reminds me of my grandpa, because my grandpa as a kid would let me mess up, and then explain to me. Sam didn't say anything to me the whole trail ride, and he comes over to me afterwards, and he just goes, "You dented my truck, but it's okay." And I'm just like, "You just laid me on that I just dented your truck?"
I just wanted you to know.
You just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tells me.
I'm not
And he
holding
goes-
it against
He
you, but
goes,
it's your fault.
I let you point it, me in the direction, and he goes, if you would have let me go the direction I would have wanted to go. And I didn't stop him, mind you, he just told me that. And he's like, if you would have let me go the way I thought, I would have dented my truck. And every time I saw him, I'm pretty sure he made sure to like stand on that side of the truck to make me see that I did. But I don't know if he did or not.
He had a good attitude about it. Like
He
you're
had a
saying, he
great
says, but
attitude,
it's
and He was
okay.
an amazing guy about it.
My buddy Jason over there, he's got a dent in his front bumper.
Yeah.
Don't know how we got it.
I don't know how he got it, but I pointed it out to him at Oklahoma. I told him, I said, "Hey man, you got a dent in your front bumper. How'd you do that?" And you know what was funny?
Yeah.
Like the next month he comes back and he said, "Man, I got a dent in my front bumper." I said, "Yeah, I know that." He's like, "What do you mean you know that? I didn't know that."
But
I was like,
got
"I
one."
told you about it. I don't know how. Don't know when it happened." Josh, he got a big old dent in the side bottom of his door.
Yeah.
But that kind of goes with what we do too. You
It
know?
does. It
I mean,
does.
it's just part of it. If you're out running trails, and especially in the Ozarks, as tied to some of that stuff is.
Yeah.
I
the
put rock
rocks and
sliders on my
trees,
Jeep
Yeah.
for Rito 3 years ago,
Yeah.
2 years ago. I put them 3 years ago. I put them on, and literally I did Wolf Pen Road on the moderate trail at Rito,
Yeah.
and they were on there 3 days, and I got to get on that big step, that big rock step. I got into that right deal and smashed them out. But you know what? I didn't get any body damage. You bent
That's
your
what they're
step.
for.
I'm like, well, that's kind of what it's for.
Mhm.
You know, I'm good with that as long as I didn't get in the body. And if I get in the body, who cares? You know.
It's a Jeep.
But that's part of it. Exactly. But no, I did not know him. I wish I would have. His nephew showed up this morning.
Yep, we talked to
Yeah.
him.
And flew in from
Oregon. Yeah.
And that was crazy. His wife or his daughter was here with his truck. And I
Yeah.
seen him pull in. I was over here and I seen that truck pull in, and I thought, that's Sam's truck.
You know,
So I went over and talked to his nephew.
I almost think they're doing a farewell tour. I hate to say it, but she was.
You know what though?
If
If anybody deserved that,
It's
because
beautiful.
not knowing him
Mhm.
and everything that I've heard about him from people, and Sean, you know, his little deal down there a while ago, you know, was all he could do to keep from.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I
He was
mean,
around
it
the
was
edge.
just, you know what? I'm sure that Sam's looking down saying, you know what, that I made an impact.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I would agree.
and that's, you know, and so I hated that and that's what his nephew said. He said he came back right before he passed, and he was like, all Sam could talk about was you're taking me to the polar bear. This was a huge deal to him.
Yeah. The
And
polar
so that just, I don't know, that just goes to what kind of person he was.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, 100%.
you know, and like you said, we all have an expiration date. We can all be gone tomorrow. You never know.
Never know.
And some of us may not make it through the night. You never know. And so, but these kind of deals and the people that we meet, it goes back to the people that we meet. And that's why I do this. The trails are cool, the camping spots are cool, and all that. But for me,
The people.
it's because
Sitting down talking to
literally
people.
I met you guys last month. It
Yeah.
was the first time I'd ever laid eyes on you.
Oh, man.
Light fell over.
Timu light. No, I'm kidding.
That's an Amazon light.
Oh,
But look at that, it's still kicking 59%. I don't think that's going to stay there.
Oh, I
Man,
understand now.
if that works, it'll be amazing.
These high dollar mics I've got, that's all it needs.
Are they pretty good? What'd you say?
These are just cheap Amazon mics, but they do pretty good.
Yeah.
They were good enough for Caleb Baker.
There you go.
We used them a couple weeks ago, and the audio is pretty good on them.
So what are you saying?
You
met us last
I
month?
met you guys last
Yeah.
month at Polar Bear,
Uh-huh.
in Arkansas when you hosted that deal. And then we were over here, and you guys come over, and you did the poker run today, and all that. And that was, and I don't know who the trivia deal was and all that, but that just kind of because
Whoever was answering all those questions blew me away.
that was
I'm like, who was the
that
first
was
Spanish
Josh, that
explorer?
was Josh and Galen.
He was the first Spanish explorer to
kept
step foot in
asking questions,
Kansas.
and I would
Named it
ask-
off immediately.
Blah, blah,
Ask
blah.
a
Like,
question,
holy
and
cow.
We're literally in the car. I wish we had a video of us in the car. We're like, what the heck? Like, we were so excited, like, screaming in the
And then
car,
he's
like, how
crazy.
did he know
He's
that?
trying his
Like,
own trivia. He's like, if you look down that road, there's a blah, 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 blah.
He's
Like,
like, actually, what is the first, like, and we're like, okay, you guys got to stop. We're running trivia here. Not you no more. Stop that. And then, like, the conversation took off, and we're like, okay, who's
We'll just
doing
let him
this?
talk.
You or us? Okay,
no,
that
it was
It was
fun.
a good time.
It was a
though.
lot of fun.
It
funny.
was amazing. It was great, and that kept it kind of interesting, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And but that was Josh and Galen. I think both of them are from Josh. Josh works in the aerospace.
I think they're Kansas experts. Let's be real. Okay?
Well, Josh has been in the he works for whoever owns Cessna.
Lockheed Martin.
Is it?
Like he's no, I'm just kidding. That's
yeah.
like government
But-
contracts, but it sounds good, right?
Yeah.
All right?
But Josh has done that for 26 years, so he knows all about that.
Yeah.
And then Galen, that was a lot of that stuff was really
And you know what the
interesting.
crazy part is?
And I
they
just
didn't
sat
know
back-
each other.
No.
And they're both in the industry, and they're
Yeah.
both
And
just
literally, they could
rattling
see
on-
each
Mhm.
other from where
Their
both of them
vehicles are
work. They're
sitting-
right there.
I'm at the front asking questions. Clayton's looking up on my iPad, like, and
Yeah.
I'm like, he's like, ask this question. I'm like, asking it, and both of them two
We're
are
right
just-
there.
We're
Yeah.
like, we don't know our state bird.
Like, let me look up the answer. Yeah.
Then we had to pause because we're like, scroll. Man,
Yeah.
that was amazing.
Those guys are pretty sharp.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I mean,
Yeah. No,
do
that
you
was
know,
a good.
Do you know your state bird? Where do you, Arkansas? Do you know Arkansas state bird?
No.
Mockingbird.
Is
I
it a
know it.
mockingbird?
It is.
I didn't
Northern
know that.
Mockingbird.
Okay, state tree. We're doing trivia.
No.
The
no, I did
loblolly
not.
pine.
I went to public school.
It's a
Yeah,
pine
I don't know
tree.
shit.
Loblolly
And-
pine.
And,
Homeschooled.
I did
Not
I did
homeschooled.
not go to school in Arkansas.
You
I did
know
not
our
grow
state
up
flower?
here. Huh?
Apple blossom.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't
I
know
did
this?
not go to
State
school.
fish? Alligator guard. You don't know this? You guys don't know this?
I don't know
Like,
any-
he's just trying to be like Josh.
He wants to be the smartest person in the
Yeah,
room.
yeah,
now
yeah,
that
yeah,
Josh
yeah,
is
yeah.
gone, and
It's
he's not-
tough. It's tough not to be when you're around these guys.
Gosh.
You know?
Okay. All right, wrap that up. Close that out. We're done. I know you said no editing, but
Oh, I'm
I
not
took
editing
that out of
nothing.
it.
It's there.
that needs to be
It's,
gone.
yeah, it should be, but it's
Got
not.
It should be, but it's not.
Right now fast forward. All right?
Okay. Go.
Sorry.
I will tell you guys, this is the funnest, most laughing coffee break that I have done since I started this. So
The worst part is
That's
we
what we're
could
about,
probably
man.
Go a lot more longer.
no, I know, but
But-
nobody's
A lot
gonna
more
listen
longer.
to it.
No, you know what? I will listen to it myself on repeats. Don't worry, we'll be out there. Rewind. You hear what Clayton made that stupid joke? We're gonna clip it. Trust you, there'll be something. But no,
I'm gonna get more comments on the boyfriend thing.
isn't that the truth? I'm sending it to his new girlfriend.
As soon as I find one, yeah.
Here, check this out.
My wife, I'm gonna get in there. It's like, you guys were so loud out there. Wrap this shit up.
It's not midnight yet.
It's
We've
not-
been at it for a while.
We have. I don't know how long it is.
I don't
Because
know. I don't want
But-
to stop, but I don't.
No,
wanna keep
no, I
going
know,
as well.
I know,
I'm
no, and I get that
respectful.
too. But here's the cool thing about it:
Yeah.
we can do this again. You
Yeah,
know?
we can.
It's been a blast. Honestly.
I'm sure we're going to see you
And
again, Jim.
No, absolutely, and I appreciate you guys for taking the time because this was impromptu.
Oh
There's
yeah, it was
nothing-
last minute.
I mean, literally,
Our
you
I was
lives-
headed to the truck.
You showed
And I
up. there
talked
to
to
the
you, you
truck,
told me
and
about it. I'm like,
hey, you want to
let
sit
me go
down?
talk to the guys. And, yeah.
And they're like, well, let me go talk to the guys. And then you ended up over there at Josh's truck, and you were over there talking.
Well, I get their mid conversation. They're talking about.
Don't
I
say
ended up
it.
over there.
They're
Don't
try-
say it.
And I'm
Stop.
like,
Stop.
trying to get it. Yeah.
We're PG-13 on this podcast or this coffee talk. Okay, I think. I hope.
I'm not
It's
sure.
on
what we
YouTube.
did.
You can say whatever you want.
No,
It doesn't matter.
No, so.
Just remember, some of the people that I go to church with might be watching.
Whoa, that's where we stopped. Okay. Anyways, no, he just come over and asked me, and I was like,
What are you talking about,
my
dude?
my phone's dead.
What are you
Johnny's
talking about?
probably called me. I was thankful that I seen Z.A.C logo on a shirt, honestly, walking across the thing. I was like, they didn't leave me here, okay? 'Cause for a minute, I thought I have a tendency to talk, and I'm well aware of it, okay? Yeah.
Surely not.
Sorry.
You could have fooled me.
Got me guilty. No, but
Johnny just sits over there and laughs. He ain't said a whole lot, but he just sits there and
he
smiles and
doesn't
laughs.
say much when we're at home either, so there's no difference. He sits in the car and does the same thing. You
But
got more
he's
out of it.
sitting there looking cool. He's got the cool beard going on and his
Why
smile.
do you
and-
think we talk that say he's the behind the scenes?
Yeah.
Wait
Yeah.
till you meet Sam. He's even more mellow.
No, I'm
Then
excited to do that. Yeah, absolutely.
And then he makes sure that he tells
Johnny-
us we're wrong.
Smiles every once in a while.
Sam.
Sam.
This is Sam.
He would be like that during this conversation.
100%.
Oh wow.
He would just put his head down and look at it. He might give us a head movement, would he not? He would.
He'd laugh like,
Okay. And then you would ask him a question, be like, I don't know, listen to what they have to say. And you're like, okay.
Okay.
All right,
I like
Sam.
it.
I like you, man.
Very cool.
No, so I'll end this with this, and not for your thing, but so Sam has been doing this, what, not a year?
Z.A.C Sam?
Z.A.C. Sam.
So it's been a joy for us to see Sam.
Oh, I love Sam.
Um,
Great guy.
and
'Cause-
he works with me,
Mhm.
and so I started explaining, and I mentioned to him hanging out, and I ride motorcycles, and that's what I did for a while. I rode an adventure bike when we come out here. So last year I did an adventure bike, and so me and Sam rode motorcycles. Then we start spending time together, and then he goes and buys this truck. He sells this truck and comes and buys a truck, and he calls me and John. He calls me one day, and he knows that me and Johnny have done some stuff, and he goes, "Hey, you guys want to help me put a lift on?" And we're like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And he brings over this lift, and he brings over a nice lift, an Edelbrock. And me and Johnny, this is the nicest stuff we've ever done. We've only ever done Facebook Marketplace lists, okay? So, I mean, and we've got kind of a credit that we do stuff like this. But so Sam brings over a nice stuff, and we lift Sam's truck. Mind you, Sam, before he started working as a truck driver, was a diesel mechanic.
Okay.
Sam has every tool,
Yeah.
So Sam didn't really need your help. He was just
100%. But guess what Sam never did?
what's that?
Install his lift. It was me and Johnny that installed his lift. Okay.
Sam sounds like a really smart guy. That's all I'll say.
So Sam brings his lift over, and Sam's sitting there, and he's like pointing at it, and me and Johnny are like, no. Mind you, they let me do the spring stuff when you do the spring compression.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, let the dumbest guy in the room do it. Of course, I'm like, just cranking it down, and Sam's outside the unit, like looking in, and he's like, "Is it done yet?"
This is gonna go bad.
He's like, we're like, "What do you mean, is it done?" And I'm like, carrying it around. He's like, "Don't carry it around. Like, leave it where it's at." And I'm like, have you ever seen that where you like compress your springs down?
Oh, yeah.
To put it in. And I'm over there.
I have a Jeep, so it's not that complicated for
Right.
me, but I get it.
Yeah. So, and I'm over here, and Sam's just like, "Safety goggles! Where are your safety goggles?" And we're like, "Okay, like, dude, me and Johnny are chuckling because, of course,
He talking about
We don't know what
Yeah.
safety goggles are.
Yeah,
right?
like,
Yeah.
do we have any?" Like, and Sam's brought his own over, and he's wearing his own outside, and it's been an excitement because in the last year, like that, it's started a fire inside of him, and we're living through him with new gear. Or
Mhm.
like
That's awesome.
the excitement.
Seeing us start out but in him, you know.
And
Yeah.
Because we have a backpack trip coming up,
Mhm.
and we're seeing the stuff he's buying for it.
and he's
and
like,
we're kinda
check this
laughing.
out. Like Amazon, I got this at Amazon.
Because we did the same. He gets the cheapest air mattress you can find.
Yeah.
We're laugh because like we've been through that. We've slept on that
Yeah,
pad.
we know how
And
this is going
we're
to
like,
turn
dude,
out.
We went through it. It's just cool seeing
He's like, I'm not
seeing us
spending-
through in someone else.
The
Yeah.
best story is the pad Clayton's brought up, right? Because we all have expensive pads.
Oh, yeah.
And that sounds terrible saying that, but like we all have expensive.
Yeah, but you
He
didn't
told us that
start
we
there.
laughed.
That wasn't the first thing you
It goes
bought.
back to what you were saying. We got the cheap stuff first to
Yeah.
see what we needed,
Yeah.
and we went from there.
Yeah.
And we just
No,
got
And
out. and
so
did it.
everybody, he's met strangers before, and we've told him, and he'll figure out the hard way, and
Yeah.
we're like,
You got to learn.
you're right, like he will, and
Yeah, you gotta
it's
learn.
been a bless. I mean, it's been such an excitement that watching
Timu
Sam, damn it, lighten up the whole area for us. Thank you, Sam. But it's been such an excitement watching him.
It's almost like rejuvenating you.
Yeah,
because
watching
it
us
puts you back where you were at
through
10
him.
years ago. Or
Yeah, I
5
find
years
that
ago.
fascinating.
Yeah.
It's been 12 for me and Clayton. I know
Yeah.
I know it's not a big. It makes us think like
That's a
well,
long time, though.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
that's when we started carrying the same backpack around, and like it was
Yeah.
a JanSport backpack. No, Ozark Trail. Or
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah,
it was.
that's Walmart. Yeah, that's
we were
Walmart
carrying
stuff.
a Walmart bag
Oh,
around, and the bag probably weighed 30, 40 pounds. And now Sam is buying pointless shit, but we don't tell him.
Well, no, you can't.
No, and he's gonna watch.
It's
back
like
on this video
your
and be
mom
like,
and dad
"You
told you all
son of
these
a
goofy
gun,"
things
you know?
too. You can't learn through their mistakes either. You got to figure it out on your own.
That's it.
And so Sam is we love Sam. I love
Great
Sam
guy.
out to death. Like, I mean, he's one of my favorite people in the world. But it's so amazing to watch that, and even the perfect example is watching Thomas.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sam.
Same idea.
Timu Sam. Make sure we clarify that. And versus Z.A.C. Sam gave away a great prize.
Oh
To
yeah,
Sweet
somebody
prize.
starting out, like
yeah,
that is a very valuable piece of equipment,
yeah.
and that's what makes that exciting in the community for us.
Oh, absolutely,
Getting people out that have no idea.
Yeah,
and
because I already have that stuff. I don't need it.
Exactly. Yeah.
who
That's
can't
what
it's
he was
nice
saying.
to
use
have
it.
nice and shiny
It,
stuff.
it is, but if you already have that stuff and you can give that to
You
someone,
help someone else.
Look, I'm just telling you,
If just encourage
giving-
him to keep doing
giving
what he's doing,
it's so
worth
much
it.
better than receiving anything.
100%.
It's very cool. You guys gave me a Big Brutus hat and shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We love that.
my wife will get that.
So that was
Not that I
actually-
don't want it. I will buy one for me when we go up there and get them tomorrow.
Well, hopefully the winners don't get upset about this, but we were actually supposed to give that to the winner of the high
I
and
did
low.
win.
No, I mean the high and low. Everything was supposed to give out,
okay,
like
yeah.
t-shirts and everything. And I'm not to cheap at the high and low. Sorry, say this. We were just like, we want the rest of the community to benefit from
Mhm.
this as well.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I could stack. We gave Zach as a whole gave great prizes away
Yeah.
to our section of the poker one, but then also we were like, what can we split up to give more?
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's
Well,
the great
and
thing
that's
that we love.
that's gonna do more to build your guys' brand
Yeah.
Yeah.
because yeah, it's great. Everybody wants to kind of win something or whatever, but as a brand, the more people that you can impact
Mm-hmm.
in that, because here's the deal: none of us are showing up. None of us made the trek here from Arkansas or Wichita or wherever for prizes. We came for the event.
Yeah.
So if you can give everything to 2 people, or you can split it up and give it to 5 people,
Exactly. Yeah.
who have you impacted more? You've built your brand
Mm-hmm.
of Z.A.C Outdoors, So it's
Right.
because none of us are really showing. That's what I love about this community. Nobody's showing up for anything.
No.
I mean, we're here
Showing
for
up
the
to get
event
outside.
and all that stuff, but for you guys personally, you impacted 5 or 6, 8 different people by giving that stuff away versus 2 or
2.
3.
And,
Yeah.
that's the best
No,
thing.
and I think that's wonderful.
Well, it's kind of like we gave away. So I'll tell you that we did Trucks Giving this year. Last year.
Last year.
We did this Trucksgiving giveaway. And I don't remember the total value that we gave away. Amazing gifts. Everybody,
Sponsored by Onyx and Toyota.
yeah, and they got plenty
Truck
of,
shipping, awesome
like
event.
Yeti boxes. They got Solo stove. What else, Johnny?
China set, coffee
Like
cups,
everything. We
cutlery,
were just giving it away. So then,
everything.
that was kind of what the Arkansas event was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, we
yeah.
gave
There's a
away
big
fi-
giveaway there.
we
Yeah,
were
there
like,
was.
we want to give away. Well, honestly, nobody told me that I forgot to hold back a certain amount of polar bears for.
It was that Jeep guy's granddaughter. She came up, asked her one. You can't say it enough.
I
She
can't
was the
say
cutest
no. And
little
then I
girl I
just
ever
kept
seen.
giving away after that. She came over and asked. So
Whatever you want, yes.
Normally every year when you roll snake eyes,
Yeah.
you get a polar bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this year we would have gave away 3 polar bears.
Mm-hmm.
So and then in the years previous, we've auctioned off, and they're $20 polar bears that cost us to make and out of our pocket, whatever it is. It overall cost. We don't mind that,
Sure.
but I would say that those polar bears has done more for Big Brutus than what we've even realized. How much money have we raised, Johnny,
Just on selling.
from polar bears? I mean, it's
The guy
at
donated.
least over $300.
Well, he bought that polar bear for $60 tonight.
One
To
year
donate
we
to
sold
Big
2
Brutus.
polar bears for
Yeah, it was
110
120.
each.
Yeah, and I'm kind of guilty of that because I conned you into matching that.
Well,
That-
no, that's
that was-
fine.
that
I
was
don't,
me.
that don't bother
That'd
me.
be
one bit.
120,
It
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
bother me one bit.
But-
I'd rather give back.
But it's to a good cause.
It's
And that's
a-
it.
to
a
And I
good
just
cause.
threw it out there, and I thought, well, if they don't, I will. So you know
Right.
what?
And-
I'm not a. You know what I mean?
and-
But I thought that.
oh man!
Oh, we lost all of our
Both
lighting.
of our lights.
Wow, looky there. That's Josh's light. The wind's picking up.
It
Well,
is.
on the last note of that,
It's that cold air
finish up here,
blowing in.
Yes.
because that wind's coming.
It's
in,
that
but
storm coming and blowing.
Look at
Really, we just love giving stuff away. We love giving prizes away, and that's one of our big initiatives. I think that we enjoy doing.
that. No, and
uh,
that's super cool. And that was at Arkansas. You guys had a huge giveaway.
Yeah, we did a lot of
Arkansas.
giveaways
Yeah.
at that polar bear
I
in
don't know how
Arkansas.
much money that was.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny,
But
don't
that was
ask
super
Johnny either.
That's cool.
Just,
No, that was super cool.
he looks the other way when we talk about it.
Yeah. Well, that's part of it though.
That's part of it.
No, that was really cool.
Yeah.
So, and I noticed that today, and you guys put in a lot of work on this event too. I mean, there was planning. You guys had to come in because you said I had noticed that it was on X,
Mm-hmm.
that this poker run was on there. So you guys had to come in earlier, a month ago or however
Do the
long it
run.
was, run that route, and then submit it to on X in order to get it uploaded because it takes a few weeks to do that. So, I mean, this is something you guys have been working on for a while. It's
Yeah.
not something you just
Right.
showed up last week
No.
and said, "Hey, we're
We
going
didn't
to
show
put
up
this
last
on."
night
So,
and say, hey,
yeah,
this is what we're
exactly.
doing.
So
Yeah.
there was a lot of work involved in that, and we appreciate that because it was
Well, thank you for
it was
appreciating
it was
that.
it was a cool deal. So, but I realize the amount of work that you guys are putting into that too.
Yeah.
So it means a lot. But anyway, guys, I absolutely appreciate you guys sitting
Thanks.
down. I know
Yeah,
this
it's been a lot of
impromptu
fun.
and all that.
It's-
I hope you enjoyed it.
It's
I've had
been
a great
pleasure
time.
for us as
Hey,
well.
we get to sit down and talk to someone, we're going to be happy.
No,
I love
no.
to anybody that likes to listen. So
Yeah, no, and I appreciate it. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm sure that we will see you guys again.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
We have not crossed paths for the last time.
No.
No,
And
no.
Thank you guys for spending the time. Thank y'all for putting on a really great event here and what your guys' part in all
Yeah.
that. And want to thank Rhino for putting on the
Yep.
for kind of starting this whole polar bear deal. It's our first year. There goes the lights
Oh,
again.
There goes the lights.
Mine would have
Can we
been
see?
fine
I
until
think
then.
so. I think we still can see us
I think we're good.
on the close.
But anyway,
out.
gentlemen, thank you guys very
Yeah,
much.
Thank you,
definitely.
Jim.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
honestly.
absolutely.
We do appreciate it.
No,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Jim, thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
And